Hey, everybody, welcome. I'm your host. Well, I'm your producer. Sorry, I'm not your host. The host will come after. I'm your producer, Drekken, and I have the pleasure of opening tonight's show for the grand finals of 2022 Season 2. Two bots, Eris and negativeZero, will compete for supremacy of the world, the bot world. But before that, I want to thank all those who have helped make it possible to get here. I want to thank our casters, Andy Man, Ender Sword, and Ketrock through ProBots and PostBots have been our guides through this season. I want to thank our bot authors through their tireless efforts, this season's finale wouldn't be possible. Every season they've stepped up their game and made these bots just a little bit better. And I know I always say, but this season is the best season. And I want to thank you, the audience. Without you, we wouldn't be putting on a show. And lastly, the Crown Club. Because of your support, the show and its lights keep on going. I've run 1,000 simulations on how this season ends. And in all of them, and in all instances, you get a great show. So let's start that show. Roll it.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Drexama, for that intro. And thank you, Endersword and Ketrock, for joining us today. Are you guys ready for some ProBots?
Yes.
Definitely.
Good. Yeah. Correct answers. Hopefully you're all ready for some ProBots. We have some exciting content for you today. Not only do we have the grand finals of our two top bots from this season, we also have our show match against humanity. The humans versus ProBots will be happening, I believe, first. We're actually kicking off with that, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to be epic. We're going to be doing a Pro League style, right? Endersword, why don't you tell us a little more about it?
Yes. Basically, we are almost going back to like an original format that we did when we first tried this, of kind of going up the ranks in a Pro League style. So we're going to get a gold player, then a platinum, then a diamond, then a masters sort of thing. And it's just going to be one match against each other. So just one human versus one bot, then move to the next bot, next human, so on. And we're going to escalate it up and kind of see.
Give us a great gauge of where the bots are at, right?
Yeah, that's how we kind of kicked things off way back. We started with like a bronze player and made it up to me, and then eventually we jumped right to Massa as a high level player.
Leaps, but now it's a little more gradual.
Yeah. So now this time we've got a gold, platinum, 2 diamonds, and a masters, I believe.
Awesome. And you can actually all go download the client and play against these bots yourself if you are interested. I know, Endersword played some games. Ketrock, did you play any games against the bots?
Not yet, but I have played all of them in the past, and they kick my butt pretty well.
Well, and
my play style does not work well versus bots.
This season they're supposed to be the best that we have seen to date. I did not have time myself, unfortunately, to play them. Hopefully you can all go download that client, though. We'll get a link in the description below. Somewhere in our forum, you can find it as well. But download it. Go play against these bots. They're all really, really fun to play against. Much better than the AI that's in-game. The old, AI, scripted AI there.
For sure.
But, it's good stuff. We're going to kick that off. So, we've got 5 matches. Again, Pro League style. Each match will be, a point, and first 1 to 3 essentially wins. But we're still going to see every single game in that setup. So, are we all ready? Well, I forgot to see if we even have a timer. No, we've got 5 minutes. What are we going to...
Oh, my goodness.
We got to... let's push that. I'm ready. I think we're just pretty much ready to go. Seriously, thank you all for being here. Crown Club, thank you all so much for your support. Like Drexama said, without you, this all wouldn't be possible. And, I do want to mention, too, before we kick things off, check out where all these bots come from, the SC2 AI Arena. There's actually a season ending on September 4th. And the top 12 bots there are going to qualify for another tournament going on over on that. I believe on Twitch is where he streams that. But go check out SE2 AI Arena. It's AIarena.net, right?
Yeah,
So,
or
yeah,
SE2AI.net.
Or SE2
Yeah,
AI.
both work.
There's so many. Yeah, both work. But go check them out. We can get a link for that as well down below. But it's where all these bots have qualified from. And then next season, that's where the bots are going to qualify. The 12 bots from there, and then the top 4 from this season that finished. We already have our 3rd and 4th place. But today we're going to find out between Eris and negativeZero who is the top bot. But that'll be taking place again after our humans versus bot show match, which is happening right here, right now. Do we have like a fancy intro for it, or are we just diving into the game? Do the normal intro then. All right, so yeah, first up we've got Micro Machine, one of our top bots of all time, versus Blitz Legend, a gold Protoss player. So let's go ahead and kick things off. Thank you all for being here. Do it, Endersword. Do it.
Okay.
Right now. Right now.
Is this the human?
Was it
this
human?
This is a human player.
You
Blitz Legend.
and unusual.
Micro Machine.
All right, that was almost timed perfectly intro there. But
All right,
yes,
well that was Micro Machine. So the Foo 5680 is Micro Machine, and this is the Blitz Legend, not Legend. It's cut off. Yeah, it's cut off like Thrill House.
It's because his story isn't complete, Endersword.
Oh, it's true.
If he can win here, maybe he'll get that.
He'll get his D.
If
he wins here, he gets the D. You got it.
I was trying not to say it. But all right, here we are. Micro Machine, of course, known for his epic play. Now, I noticed Micro Machine isn't doing any speed mining. Now, is that something that's disabled for the versus humans?
I don't. I've seen some do it when I was playing.
Some do it against humans.
Actually,
okay.
I was going to comment on this. Not only I think is it there, but and maybe Ketrak knows better about this. You know how they do the pre-game like countdown before you get control of your stuff. It seems like the bots can split their units before that ends.
Yeah, we're allowed to move during the countdown, and the humans are not, just because of the way it's set up.
It's really cheap.
Yeah, the speed mining typically involves queued up commands, so there is a lot of disadvantages for bots playing in real time, but I don't think speed mining is one of them. You might get a few more collisions in the mineral line, but you can definitely speed mine in real time.
Yeah, it was definitely noticeable that the bots were like building things faster than they should be able to, like if you were playing a human player. So
yeah, it's fun because you gotta create new build orders again. Like everything kind of changes with that extra mineral boost.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, what's Micro Machine going to do here then with his normal kind of probably just his Banshee build? He's always done that against humans in the past, right?
Yeah, that's been a staple kind of Cyclone Banshee. It has typically been something. I mean, the Reapers tend to work against humans as well because it's a lot of control that you need. But yeah, it looks like it's just going to be the one there. But yeah, we'll see if he goes for a tank or goes for a Cyclone. And generally, I think, versus humans, if you've got stuff that's really exploiting like the mobility of it, like things like Cyclones, Banshees, Adepts, like things that are really obnoxious and then run away, is definitely taxing on a human's ability.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. All right, well, the Reaper's here, starting to poke away the Stalker. Blitz Legend with the shield battery should be more than a match for that. He's going to try to pin him in. Now, Micro Machine is known for having some of the slipperiest Reapers out there.
Yeah.
And we'll see if this Stalker can keep up. So far, he's having a hard time catching that Reaper.
Yeah. He's actually doing a significant amount of damage to that shield battery.
Yeah, I got all the shields down.
Yeah, and they're slipping in.
And back out.
Yeah.
That's interesting that he didn't just go into the main base there.
Yeah.
I think he likes to scout around with his Reapers as well. So he might be looking for like ninja bases and the like silly things that bots used to do back in the day.
Yeah. And really are things that a human might do to try and evade. actually the very first time that we had Massa play Micro Machine, that's exactly what he did. He just put a command center in the corner of the base, and bots at that time weren't really checking for that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's probably when that Reaper learned to do this.
Mhm.
All right, well, we got an observer coming out, Blink on the way as well. Tanks for Micro Machine. So Micro Machine actually going for a little bit more standard composition, a little more defensive this time. There's the Starport coming down now, though, so he might still get those Banshees soon. I would imagine.
We'll give him time to build up here on the human side. Because, Micro Machine is very often just relentlessly aggressive, but he's going to give him some breathing room here, and it's going to come down to more of a macro game, as both of them will be easily on 2 bases and probably more quite shortly.
Oh yeah, get your votes in. Who do you want to win, the humans or the ProBots? Let us know in the chat there. We've got a little poll. So far, everyone wants the ProBots to just crush the humans.
Yeah, there's not a lot of faith in humanity at the moment.
That's what I voted for, was the ProBot.
This is where it becomes interesting of not just who do you think will win, but who do you want to win. They want the bots to win.
Yeah, we're ready for the bots to take over Undersword. Yeah. I think we're done. I'm ready. I think that'd be all right. They obviously know better than we do.
Set.
Ooh, the observer gets picked off. Goodbye. Blink's getting close to finish up, and we actually have a Warp Prism coming out. So we might see some nice harass, or maybe just use that to reinforce his army with a big push. But Micro Machine's getting ahead economically with that 3rd base. So
yeah, he was on 1 base for a long time, but picked up a 2nd and 3rd base almost at the same moment. I'm doing a push right now. So if he can keep Blitz Legend busy, then this 3-base economy in the background could spell a lot of trouble for our human player.
That's an interesting way to do that. Do you think humans would have any luck just waiting, like sitting on 1 base for a little longer, and then just like he did it, take 2nd and 3rd right at the same time?
I really like to see it out of a bots, because bots are typically weak to early game cheese. So I like the fact that it took them so long to expand. You know, get a lot of units early.
Yeah, it's safer. Yeah.
And then once you make the mid game, you can start doing your bot macro.
So this was just barely not enough here for Micro Machine. The single immortal with the shield battery is literally immortal. Like there's.
Oh, you jinxed him.
I did jinx him.
What the hell?
I think that was a little bit on our Blitz Legend. You should be closing the gap when there's just 2 tanks there. Your unit should be walking up to them and
there you go, just like that. That was a good
like literally doing that. Yeah, if he had done that, he would have won it. But
that was absolutely insane. That was like 6 tanks versus 1 immortal, but the immortal has super battery, so good luck, tanks.
Immortal deals a lot of damage. So a decent attack there, but it does end up getting pushed back. But like Ketroff was saying, Micro Machine has had these 3 bases around him for a little bit now, so his economy he's got a lot of income, a lot of production. Stims on the way. He's going to be hard to break at this point, especially since Blitz lost all his army, pretty much.
Yeah, it wasn't a terrible trade for Micro Machine. He did lose all of his tanks, which hurt, but he did some damage in return.
Yeah,
I guess they both lost their armies.
Yep.
Yeah, just
Natural Base is going to have the speed mining bunker pretty soon.
The
Micro Machine classic.
Yeah, so Blitz Legend either has to come launch an attack that will work well or expand right now, or else you're going to end up pushing further and further behind.
Hey, you want to, for anybody who doesn't know, that speed mining, how many, I always forget how many workers are on that. So
I think it's 3 total.
3? So 3 workers total can
He
rally.
changes between 0 and 4 based on his gas needs. Right now it's only 2 workers because he doesn't want a lot of gas.
Yeah,
but he'll go to as many as 4.
It just looks like so many more.
Yeah, there I think it's 3 now because you can see 2. Yeah, 2 and 1 at sometimes.
This is something where it may not look as good in real time because
that's true. Yeah.
The bots do skip frames, which makes it a little bit difficult, and so things look a little sloppier versus humans, but still very impressive.
Yeah, a lot of work was done. Big shout out to Kaywin, by the way, making this all possible with all these bots. I forgot to shout him out earlier. He was the one
Blink for it. Blink for it.
Do it, Blink. Do it.
Oh.
He wants to. I can tell. Yeah. All right. He gets a couple units on the retreat. That's good.
If they're retreating, you generally, I think, do want to blink on it, particularly to keep like the Viking count low, because I think that's important later. This is not the best engagement once they are already sieged up.
Yeah, huge army size lead there for Blitz Legend, but he walked into 4 pre-siege tanks, which meant a nice engagement for Micro Machine there.
The Micro Machine doesn't seem to have that
Warp
problem
it.
that some bots have with the tanks. His tanks always seem to be
Okay.
sieged at the right time.
Here
Right.
he's gonna.
Oh,
There,
it's
nice
up
play
here.
forward. This is really good. We'll be able to take it all out.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're jinxing these poor bots.
Now, how much damage can he get done?
I mean, he has to get a lot of damage done right here, right now, because Micro Machine's economy's out of control. And I think Micro Machine has enough production that he's going to be able to trickle in enough here to push this back and just be
Yeah, I
so
think
far.
so.
out.
Nice
Yeah.
warp in. He's kind of got to take out like the command center here or something.
Oh, that would be nice. That would be a really nice pickoff.
But there's a high ground siege tank
Yeah,
protecting
yeah,
that
now he is.
command
That's
center.
fine.
Yeah. So just rotating the space is good. If he gets this one, just as helpful. And it's going to be hard for him to move on it. May get it with the warp in. The siege from the back, but they're pretty far away. He could just kind of move. Yeah. There we go.
All right, there you go.
Good pickup. He's bringing in Archons now.
Wow, this isn't bad for pretty
Yeah.
much 2.5 base. He's just now kind of getting some workers over on his third.
Yeah.
Not bad on his reinforcements and stuff though. I'm
Yeah, I think he needs to go back home and regroup now. There's like
Oh, for
7 tanks out, and no, this could be a single volley death of the entire army.
Oh, he's gonna
Yeah.
go for it.
Okay.
Ballsy. Let's see if it pays off. It doesn't.
Not quite. Not quite. Yeah, I think
It
he
was a
needed to
good
keep
thought,
the
though.
Immortals alive, and so throwing the Immortals away there is a pretty big reset.
Yeah.
You can also see, and it's he is a gold player, but while fighting, his macro kind of stops. So you can see from like the production tab there. Did he also lose the warp prism in that? I saw it was pretty low at one point.
I think so.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Ooh, 37 stalkers lost. Yeah, those stalkers have just been eating tank fire left and right. Here comes Micro Machine ready for the counter, and there's just nothing here. And he's going to try to hold that as natural, but I think Micro Machine's pretty much got him in the headlock and is just pummeling him senseless at this point. And
Yeah.
we'll probably take the win here. But hey, nice couple attempts here. It really showed off some Micro Machine skill. And look at all this. Look at all this micro. Look at him dance.
Tanks are taking a forward position. He will have one super battery to hopefully take a big fight with, but without a third base, I don't see
I
a
used it too early.
long-term
Yeah.
solution to Micro Machine.
Ooh, there goes the Immortal. And yeah, Micro Machine sensing the weakness. It's funny because Micro Machine will pull back a lot, but every now and then, even with just a few units, he's very aggressive.
Yeah, he was getting really brave there without the tank support. There's probably the last big warp in here, but with the tanks close in, he's now kind of choked.
There's
And
no
can't-
escape
can't
now.
really go
yeah.
back, yeah.
There's no way out.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
he's doing
everyone-
okay. Like if he kills there's just so many tanks. At some point, if he had killed all the bio in front of it, he could blink on the tanks, but not with 14 of them.
Yeah, no, there's too many
So.
now. Lost a
Yeah,
little too
it-
much.
You really need like disruptors or even colossi once you get to this point. Immortals are good to a certain extent, but not against
Not
mass
with
tank.
that many. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, these bots can use pretty much anything these days. You know, I was thinking one thing I don't see the bots use a lot is High Templar with Storm.
Yeah.
You notice that?
There's a couple that are capable. So like Sharpen Edge is capable of it,
Mhm.
but I think hitting a good storm is difficult
Yeah.
because it's not just a fungal. You hit it, it's a projectile, and if it hits, even though it does damage over time, it's stuck to you. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
a storm, you must stay in it. So I don't know if it's as good. at
Well,
that
and you could walk your own units into it as well.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
basically makes
exactly.
the area that
Yeah.
deals damage. So
electrify. Yeah.
anyway,
There was one season where we saw some good storms.
Yeah, we
got
saw
laid
a
down
few.
all over an army and a mineral line. I can't remember who did it, but
yeah, it was a while
Yeah.
ago.
feedback is certainly something that's very powerful
Yeah.
in the bot world. I'd like to see more of.
Mhm.
Yeah, we just don't see a lot of High Templar play really. It's usually
Yeah.
straight Tarkon.
Yeah, that's
All right.
true.
Well, we've got another game lined up for you all. Bots are currently up 1-0. Thank you, Blitz Legend, for that replay and for playing against one of the hardest bots you could choose to play against.
Yeah,
Okay, so
looked
very
good
bold.
for Gerber versus Micro Machine.
That was good. Yeah, versus Micro Machine, that did look pretty good. I'll give you that. But next, we have got one of our finalist bots that you will be seeing later today. negativeZero, our Protoss, will be going up against Aaron, which was a Platinum Terran player. So we're going up a
He's
level.
right there in chat.
Oh, is it?
With his
Did he
little
finally show up?
purple.
I saw he was going on a
here.
walk earlier. So
I see him. I see him.
welcome, Aaron.
Yeah.
Thank you for the replay. And yeah, we'll see how he does against probably an even better bot than Micro Machine at this moment in time. I know Micro Machine doesn't get as many updates as he used to, but he's still kicking butt. But let's do it. negativeZero versus AC. Oh, we're waiting.
All right.
We're not ready. Ender Sword.
Yeah.
Tell me
So
something.
I played negativeZero. I'm playing as a Protoss, so I don't know if it's going to choose builds based on the human race or anything like that. But it was pretty aggressive. Started with like Adepts and then into Immortals and so on. So we'll see what it does versus a Terran player. But it was aggressive right out of the gate. And this is one of the ones that, because of speed mining, you could really see, like, particularly in a PvP, you're making units faster than I am capable of making units.
Yeah.
You know? So it's pretty obvious. Yeah.
All right, we are finally ready here. So we have got our next game on Blackburn. Our what was he again? Platinum versus negativeZero. Let's go.
So down in this corner, the bottom right, we have Aaron, representing all humanity.
That was solid.
And over here in the bottom left-hand corner, we have our blue Protoss player.
Mind me.
It is Foo5680, aka negativeZero.
That was good, but I don't think you have to do the bot one. I think they have a.
Oh, do they have the bot one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever.
That's all right. Yours was better.
Yeah.
All
They have
right,
an intro for Foo 5680.
Oh. Yeah.
negativeZero throwing some shade already.
Yeah. I did like, it was interesting you said that it doesn't do cannon rushing or worker rushing or anything against a human. I don't know if those are in his builds anyway, but he's being nice. I think what he's really saying is, please don't cannon rush me.
I don't know. I don't know if you can get away with that. Most of these bots are pretty good at holding that early cheese, like worker rushes and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. I think if you do it right in their face, but you can do a lot of things with a cannon rush where it's outside someone's vision. And I just don't think a bot reacts to that very well. But it does scout like relatively early, as you can see.
And we do suspect that ProBrush is actually unbeatable by a human.
Yeah.
It beat Kerwin earlier.
That does make sense. Yeah. I don't know how you'd win. Yeah.
You can't just wall off and repair or something?
You can do that if you know what's coming.
Speaking of, here comes the
make that your opener, just wall.
Yeah, just cut workers and immediately build
start walling
depots. Yeah.
So this feels like it might be the Adept proxy then.
Oh yeah, no, we've seen him do this exact build. I think on this map, I'm pretty sure it was negativeZero. And then he kind of used. Oh yeah, isn't this the map where the Adept kept catching the rally?
Yeah,
and kind
in
of
the middle.
behind...
Yeah.
Okay, so Aaron's going to need to be careful he doesn't get caught from behind here by these Adepts. We'll see how this kind of pans out.
Yeah, this build's very difficult to deal with, at least in the bot world. He'll put on some pressure with Adepts and later Stalkers, kind of try to keep you contained, and then get an incredible economy in the background while that's happening.
Sure.
So for Aaron, we're probably going to have to see him crush the Adepts and then make a timing push to punish that economy before it kicks in.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm hoping he builds some Marauders or something. He's just kind of streaming out some Marines.
You've got it. That was my thinking in a different race, obviously. But yeah, my thinking was you must catch the original Adepts and kill them, not just deter them, because then they'll start to accumulate. Which I think I faced a different build, so it must do different things for the races. But like I tried opening with just charge lot, just mass charge lot, so that you could chase everything down. And I think it did But yeah, I think Concussive Shell or something with a lot of Marauders might do a similar thing. But then the issue is that -0 can also just roll into Immortals, and then you've kind of got the opposite thing that you want.
It's a fine balance to get there. I definitely think 1 or 2 would help out in this time, though. But we'll see how these Marines can do. There are 6 of them just waiting, and they could definitely catch an Adept if it shades away from its friends. Ooh, and using the high ground could be really nice as well.
Yeah,
he's already negating a few shots. Ooh, the Marines are doing a pretty good job, but it's just the Adepts are so strong against
Yeah, and there's so many. You
there's
really
so
needed a
many
bunker there, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, a bunker was necessary, for sure. Ooh, the Worker's now in trouble. Ooh, this might be a quick game. Let's see if... oh, he's got a Widow Mine. Aaron's going to try to hold here if he can get a burrow. Oh,
it will.
Epically close. Oh, it ends up dying. At least he gets a shot off, though. A couple more Marines on the high ground, but with no bunker, they're just kind of easy pickings.
Yeah, they die so fast.
Yeah, okay, another Widow Mine could get a good hit here.
Nice hit.
Pretty good one. Pretty good one, but now he's in.
So wait, how did that... Oh, yeah, he doesn't have an armor. The Widow Mine's not hidden right now, right?
Right, yeah, unless you have the
now
upgrade.
he's attacking. I was just like, why isn't he attacking it now when he did earlier? But yeah, okay, now he's well, actually might get another shot off, though, if -0 doesn't focus it down. It's almost recharged. Now he's got 2 of them there. Oh my gosh, is Aaron actually going to hold this?
He might hold for right now.
Get a hit.
He is getting a Liberator, too, which... if he gets in a good position, could be helpful. But these
just right on that ramp, maybe.
Just these Adept and Stalker in the backfield here is a big problem.
Well, one Adept just got totally wiped off the field here. 4 Stalkers zoned out. They know the mines are there.
Yeah, they know it's there. They're staying out of range.
They're kind of staying out of range, it feels like. Yeah. Ooh, another Adept does get to the mineral line. Aaron's taking such a beating right now, but he's trying to hold on. Come on, where's that Liberator? God, that build time feels so long right now.
Yeah,
I like that Aaron was preemptively rebuilding his supply depots because they're dying at the wall. So he never actually got supply blocked. But
no, GG's as the Liberator finishes. No.
Yeah, I wanted to see him at least try and do that because you could have parked the Liberator over a Widow Mine, but he was also out of gas now because of the pickoffs on either side.
Yeah.
So there was nothing else to build.
Well, it was a good attempt there and almost hold those mines. Definitely getting some good shots off. But, ooh, man, the bots are already up 2-0.
They are.
That was our gold and our platinum players. Again, thank you, Aaron, for that replay. Good stuff. But next, we have a diamond player coming up. One of our Crown Club members. Both those guys, Aaron and Saga, Crown Club members. Our Diamond Zerg Saga coming up against Tyr.
Indeed.
Now, anybody play against Tyr? Did you play against all the bots, Endersword? Or just
I didn't play Tyr. I tried and it didn't launch, but I didn't realize you had to install something extra.
So quit being late. I'm gonna call y'all out. Quit being lazy. Click one extra button and play against Tyr. He's really fun to play against.
See, I think I've played against Tyr in the past and installed all his stuff. So I think I forget that you needed to. But to do something,
it is a little just one extra step there to get him to work. But it's super worth it if you're looking for a good Protoss practice partner. Tyr is unpredictable. He does all sorts of things. And actually,
is he random in this version?
Random? No, I think he's Protoss. Is he random in this version?
Random?
He is random in this version. So first time we've had a random bot in the human showcase. Yeah.
So definitely go play against Tyr. That'll well, yeah, I see that, but what was submitted. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and hop into it. Thank you all for being here. This is game 3. Bots just need one more to technically win. We are going to have 3 more games total, though, so make sure you stick around. Let's go.
Down here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have our red Zerg player. It is a Crown Club member, Saga.
Wait, who decided that you get to do all of them now?
I don't know. You just said it at the start.
Improbability drives. Maybe Ketrop wants to do an intro, huh?
Maybe
Did you ever think
does.
that?
Well, go for it.
Well, it's too late now. You already stole
Yeah.
stole all the glory.
Well, I don't know. There's 2 more. I got to do the ones where the humans lose, and we'll
Maybe
see
that-
for this one.
We'll see. Yeah, Tier is definitely one of those top tier bots right up there with like Micro Machine, and he's unpredictable and hard to beat, and he's Protoss right now, which is arguably his best race.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Very
We'll see
much
what
so.
Saga, a diamond Zerg player here. So going up one more step. We've seen gold, we've seen platinum, and now we've got diamond.
And Saga's saying that he selected random for this.
He
matchup.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Random versus random, and we got a Protoss versus Zerg. I like it.
Nice. And yeah, it is true. When you do play these at home, for anyone that hasn't done it, it loads to 2 StarCraft screens for you, and you kind of have to move like you have to decide which one is you, because it doesn't just automatically tell you. So
Oh, that reminds me. We actually have a test bot now. Can one of you two describe that a little bit? I don't know much about it other than it's like for just setting up your
it's
settings.
really, yeah, basically that's it. Like when you first do it, you're going to have to probably make sure your hotkeys are working, make sure your screen is set up, because it's going to open originally in like a windowed mode. And so you kind of want to maybe practice on that once, because if you play one of the real bots, it will record it as a win or a loss. So if you just open it to play and like set up your settings and then quit out and try again, it's going to think it already won or already lost and change what it does. So test on the test bot, the dummy bot.
Your settings right. The dummy bot, yeah.
Right. Make sure you know what's happening, because you're going to need to do it at least once, because you're going to get 2 windows. You're going to need to know, okay, I do this each time. At least for me, I had to re-maximize the screen. So you want to get a routine of open it. First, it'll be a windowed mode. Start your first worker. Go into options. Maximize the screen. I find full screen windowed works. If I tried to do genuine full screen, then for some reason it didn't bind my mouse, and I
Is
couldn't
production
scroll.
typing this? Production should be typing this up so we can like send this out to people.
Yeah,
It's like that.
Just
The
play
tips
it-
and tricks how to play against the bots most effectively.
Yeah,
Holy
basically
crap.
just play the dummy bot and figure it out, because it was annoying before, because if you started a bot, you would probably have to do it 2 or 3 times to get it right, and then it thinks it's now beaten you 3 times and it's doing something else. So
Challenge bots.
Yeah,
Can we go back to this zealot real quick? Zoom in.
it's
Zoom
a
in on
pretty
this.
cool zealot.
Zoom in on this
dancing in the
zealot.
wall.
He is holding that wall like a boss. I just want to admire
up?
this.
I think he's slightly too far to the left, though, man.
Now, once that building finishes, it'll be
It's,
spot on. See.
maybe.
Oh yeah, see, look at the
I don't
circles.
know.
Yeah.
So one little
Anything
trick
is
when you're
pretty
playing
right.
one little trick when you're playing the bots is that when you're on the loading screen, you can tell which race you are by your cursor. So if you're the
yes.
Zerg and you're playing a Protoss, and you just
Yeah.
find the window that has a Zerg cursor, and then you can maximize that one. And then you get to actually start when the game starts.
Dude, we need this all written out, like little tips and tricks for this. Like it's
Yeah, that one I didn't know.
get on that. That's handy. But yeah, so again, go download the bots, play against them. Tier, a lot of fun to play against. You can go kill a dancing zealot if you play against Tier. So, what more motivation do you need? Yeah. Did I say top tier bot? Did I really say?
You might
I
have.
didn't even
You
mean the
might
pun.
have.
That was a good pun. I didn't even mean it.
Ooh. All right, we got a bunch of roaches coming here for Saga, like a pretty good number. We'll see how this one zealot does on the wall, but behind it now is a bunch of stalkers and immortal, and of course the all-important shield battery.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like he has a units to hold. I'm a little worried that he might lose his gateways and cybercore
Yeah.
though, which that alone is probably enough damage to make this worthwhile.
Yeah, and it looks like Saga's going to accumulate them up. This is a lot of units.
Yeah, this is a big
44 hour
2-base
supply.
push
Yeah.
essentially. He's using that
Oh.
third base just for larva.
Yeah, and like 28 lings on the production tab too.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
definitely a follow-up for an all-in.
Yeah, so if he just busts the wall and he's going after the front unit here.
Oh, zealot!
train-
Oh, the zealot died. The dancing zealot's dead.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
train the battery. But 2 immortals behind this is no joke.
Yeah, they can dish a lot of damage out. Those 2 zealots did not die in vain. They bought a lot of time for these immortals to start dealing before the Zergling reinforcements really got here. But there's 26 more Zerglings on the way, and the gateway is down. Ooh, he's so close to breaking through here, but too many.
So many losses to get that gateway though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that decision very much.
Yeah, if he had done it, maybe even for the cyber, then at least it delays something. The gateway doesn't matter too much, and now he's losing everything on the way back. And this counterattack doesn't really need to stop.
Yeah, that wasn't really. Yeah, the damage he dealt. Yeah, wasn't worth the losses there. Oh, he's going to try to catch this army though with a lot of links. He could get those 2 immortals. That would be huge.
Yeah, this is not a good army to fight Zerglings with. Only a couple of zealots in there and no adepts, so very vulnerable to a lane surround.
He's going to get some pretty good surface area here. Some of the stalkers definitely going to go down. I think Saga's actually got it here.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Catches that army up against the wall. Is going to kill it all. Ooh, good call to just spam Zerglings there. Recognizing the tier's composition is really weak to that.
Yeah, here, is he going to hunt these down? Could definitely trap. Yeah, definitely need to reset this. If he continues, he could probably go and at least delay this 3rd base as well.
I love how hard it was to surround that immortal. Like, he really hugged that wall well.
Yeah, it's tough. So, yeah, I think he wants to be evasive now here. He's trying to set up for another flank again. Yeah.
Ooh, and does okay. Does get the zealots separated from the main army, which now has to kite all the way back to the wall again. He needs to get that immortal behind the wall. Run!
There we go. Okay, he's got this around there. That was the key. Zealot stuck in the back. I think he needs to pull out of this.
He's trying. I think the stalkers are trying to get back, but they can't because the zealots are trying to get forward. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's pretty good, actually, the way he's able to sneak the zealots through all the stalkers somehow. Let's do that again to see how it even happened.
Oh, wow. The Zerglings are actually forcing the stalkers to abandon the hole in the wall where they could have just probably held that for a long, long, long time, but they're going to go all the way back
get
now.
The battery. This, it feels like he's got to pull out there. Yeah, I would have liked to seen almost before even going in the wall, just pull the entire thing back and go for the 3rd. I don't know if he's told. He should be aware there's a 3rd now because he saw probes transfer. But
did he though? Did he?
Well, I mean, whether he noticed them, but I mean, he did. Yeah,
they were in his vision range. Yeah, whether he noticed or not, it's a different story. Catches another immortal on the outside of the wall, and with the shield battery dead, there is no saving him.
Yeah,
he did.
But yeah, I don't know. I think he's got to abandon this attempt for the natural and go over there.
Well, he's making great trades, though. Yeah, he's not using too much now to snipe an immortal or kind of bust through the wall and deal some damage there.
Yeah, it's more the problem that you're not teching. Your opponent is. Your opponent's restabilized with the shield battery.
That's true, and he does have the 3rd base now running.
That's the problem. Yeah, and I think you could delete that 3rd base because I don't think this army can come out and get you.
Well, and that's why I think he just doesn't know about it, so he thinks he's got tier on 2 bases. It's like, oh, I can just keep winging him to death here.
Yeah, maybe. I think he's got to. If he doesn't know about it, he's not paying. Yeah, there he's going for it now.
There he go. Okay, he sees it.
Yeah,
he knows.
Yeah.
It was so exposed too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is actually looking okay for tier. I know he's losing his 3rd base, but these trades have maybe not been as good as they looked for Saga.
Yeah,
when you have like 40 Zerglings and you lose 20 of them, it kind of looks like you didn't lose anything.
Yeah,
but
that's a good point.
He's lost over 200 Zerglings this game, so
there's
fighting shield super batteries a few times, and
a lot of money.
Yeah,
if he keeps him on 2 base, he's fine. But he, like eventually, Tier's army is just better, more efficient. He's adding another robo. If he starts to get upgrades, which you see a forge is coming, the lings start to become just completely invalid. But he'll swing and get this too, which is going to be big.
It's funny, if you were to show me that production tab and ask, or the units lost tab and ask me which one was the bot, I would 100% say the Zerg with over 200. Just Zerglings lost. I would think it was just like a Zergling spam bot or something. Just one wings. So Tier's holding. He's trying to get that 3rd base again, but having a little trouble. See if Saga can recognize it up on the top left again. Oh, he might not need to. He get the whole army out here almost.
Yeah, good grab. He swung that smaller group behind to try and prevent them from getting back in the wall, and he'll take out that. I think this was a very good trade.
Pull back. Okay, now you want to pull back. Though. Well, I guess shield battery's dead, and he doesn't really have a lot of DPS. Just, I mean, the immortals are, but
I would. I mean, maybe you could break in.
Okay,
I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't try unless you're trying to focus maybe that cyber down.
Maybe that's the goal. Well, it looks like he's actually going to get it and make a huge hole in the wall here. Yeah.
That might actually benefits Tier losing the cyber. Because one of the biggest
true,
issues with
yeah,
T right
yeah.
now is he's building all stalkers versus Zerglings, which is not what you want
yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Now
if
he may be
make
forced to make
zealots-
Zealots or Adepts because of the,
Yeah.
well, I guess Zealots.
No, he's just
Because
going to
of
make
the
another Cyber and wait to build stalkers.
Probably. See, yeah, maybe I'm more conservative. But usually I'm not. But my tendency would just be to bounce between the third and the fourth, killing it and killing it and killing it, and just
Until
starve
tier
him.
runs out, yeah.
Yeah, because he's not going to be aggressive while you're still doing this. And,
Oh, here you go. He's catching
Yeah.
on. You can catch the army if
Yeah.
it moves out and just,
Yeah.
just get in there.
He certainly learned don't let him get back into the choke point.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, here now I would do this. Immediately swing to the third and prevent any progress. This is pretty
I
good.
think Stock
Yeah.
is going to get this still. He's just
Yeah, I think so
wing
too.
flooding
Yeah.
him nonstop. He still has that third base he could transfer drones to, which I think he already has.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think he's broken now.
he's in. He's in. He did it, boys. He's in.
Yeah. Tyr makes the kind of odd switch to Stargate in the middle of this, which
Yeah, that
doesn't
was.
doesn't make any sense versus Lings, but
Because
then yeah, I
that's-
think to Ketrock's point too, when the Cybercore died, he didn't make Lings. He just waited until the Cybercore was rebuilt, and Zealots.
Zealots, yeah.
Zealots, and then that didn't work.
Yeah, there's just too many Lings. This one Void Ray could technically kill them all, but
Eventually.
eventually. No, nicely done. Saga is going to put a point on the board for the humans, explaining a little bit of a weakness to Zerglings that Tyr seems to have.
Yeah,
I think
just
one
good
line of code
control.
might have helped with this, and that would
That-
to give the shield batteries the ability to repair the wall.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that would have been.
yeah, yeah.
That would
Because
have
she had the
sucked.
super battery up a lot of the times when the wall went down.
Or just keep your stalker in the wall there too, things like that. If there's no zealots, put one stalker in the wall or something.
Yeah.
All right, nicely done. Good game out of Tyr, though.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it was a
Civic.
good game out of Tyr. I kind of liked the way he was using the wall. Like at least he was trying to fall back to the wall. Sometimes bots build a wall and they don't use it at all, and it looked like Tyr was actually trying to use it.
Yeah.
And even like you pointed out at one point, shuffling the zealots to the front and moving the stalkers back, like was really well done.
That was pretty
Agree.
cool.
Yeah. Good stuff. GG Saga giving the humans a chance here. All right, so we got two more games, and thank you again for that replay. And Rasper versus Ketrock will be coming up next. Wait,
Oh, Rasper. Okay.
why does it actually say Ketrock? Why does it not say Foo?
Because
Is that something you did,
done
Ketrock?
correct.
Or
yeah,
is that-
Yes, you can. Tip to bot authors. You can set the name of your bot so it won't say "foo" when you're playing against humans.
Good to know. We'll add that in our little write up that we'll have somebody write for us later. I'm not doing it.
No,
Anyway.
that's a bot author thing, not
Bot
a
author thing.
human player thing.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Good point. All right. Anyway, we've got Ketrock going up against Rasper, so a Terran versus Zerg. Rasper also a diamond player, so we'll see how well Ketrock can fare against a diamond level player here. All right, are we ready? We got 20 seconds. Screw that. We're diving in right now. Let's go.
see, I didn't do it this time. You guys didn't.
He's
say
spawning
anything.
in the top right. We have the red Zerg representing the midichlorians. It is Rasper.
I just forgot completely about intro.
Ketrocks. And you could see at the start of this that it gives the record. So that's what I was talking about. With the bot does actually store what its record is against you, so you can tell that this is genuinely Rasper's first game.
Genuine, authentic, no cheesiness, no learning the bot's weakness and playing 19 games or something like that.
Yeah.
This is fresh. As fresh as it gets.
So I'm optimistic because my bot is good versus Zerg, but I'm worried because Rasper is the author of Eris, the #1 Zerg bot, and he has spent plenty of time analyzing replays versus Ketrock, as we've been competitive for a long time. So I think he knows what to expect out of my bot.
Wait, so is Rasper just Eris? Wait.
Rasper is the human.
No,
who builds
Rasper
Eris.
is the
Oh
person.
wait, yeah, my brain it's breaking my head seeing Ketrock and Rasper there because
Yeah.
Ketrock's sitting here as a real
They're
person.
both. Well, that's it. They're
So I
both
kept thinking,
people.
like, he's the human. Anyway,
They're both
I'm
people,
easily
they're both
confused.
Kind of bots. Yeah.
All right. So Rasper's the human, Ketrock is the bot. Even though you can hear Ketrock,
Yes.
this is his bot version of himself. All right.
That's it.
Now we're all caught up. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Ketrock has resisted doing like the cheesy thing of calling it Ketbot or something like that. He just went with the Ketrock. No brand dilution.
All right. So does Ketrock do planetaries against humans?
Yeah. I mean, you won't see the offensive planetary so much versus Zerg because of that silly thing called creep. But
Stupid.
I'm not quite sure what build Ketrock has chosen, but I think probably third base on we'll be seeing planetary fortresses. Maybe fourth base on.
We'll see if Rasper can deal with that. Against Zerg, I think they're definitely a really good choice. Helps protect against any Zergling run-bys or things like that people might try. All right, Overlord peeking in here, seeing what he can see.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the biggest challenge, would you say, getting these to work against humans? You always say it's the frame, like the skipped frames and stuff, right?
Yeah, that's a problem. Probably the biggest challenge is something we're not used to is the orders you give one frame, the next frame we don't know that those orders were given.
Mhm.
So normally, like, if
It
on
just
you know,
forgets?
frame 12 you say build a barracks, on frame 13 you know that SCV has the command to build a barracks. But in the real time, you don't get that information right away. So you may end up building like 5 barracks when you're trying to build one. So you got to kind of need to track all that manually within your bot code, and then
So is there like a
we'll
set
figure
amount
it
of frames you take an action, or the bots take an action then? Like every 8 frames try to do an action or something?
it's really all to do with how fast the person's computer is running and how slow the
Oh.
bot is running. And yeah,
All right.
sometimes your bot will be playing every single frame. Sometimes it'll skip 8 frames before it does its next move. Like
Interesting.
how many units are on the screen can have a big impact.
That seems almost impossible to manage. Like that blows my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
big
certain
problem.
things you hit like aha moments, right? Where you fix one thing and then all of a sudden like 90% of your bot starts working. All of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, good.
Okay.
That solved a lot of problems that I didn't even know were problems yet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you don't
this-
know what hardware you're going to be on. Like,
Yeah,
is
exactly.
Yeah.
So it might work well on your system, but then the human who has a slow system starts playing and it exposes a whole bunch of other issues.
Good call. Sending a couple scouting Zerglings here. He only triggers 1 Widow Mine though. Oh, barely sneaks past that second. Gets a nice little run by here. Oh man, I bet you wish you had a planetary here now, huh?
Yeah, this is gonna be a problem for my bot.
Yeah.
That's right. The Marines
Nice.
are coming out to
Widow
deal
Mines
with it.
from
I
around.
like that. It's really good that they're kind of poking out, but still going back towards the bunker for safety. Oh, but actually they get almost caught there. Okay, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
He's
So
fine.
Rasper did a big round of drones right through that and just added a bunch more too. So it does end up ahead, but closer than you might think because, of course, it cut a lot of workers to make that many lanes.
And this is the disadvantage of playing a bot author. Is like I'm pretty sure he knew that there's a couple of Widow Mines there. His face is built so
Yeah.
often. Yeah, it's Jilly Boy time, I guess.
That's an interesting anti-human type build because, of course, the bots are pretty good at splitting a bunch of lings against this sort of thing, but harder for humans to do.
Well, the bots don't know. It can't see what units being targeted by the Widow Mines.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
That's also why there's a spore and a spine at the front of the space.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Unfortunate, but we've seen this build work well against Diamond League, other Diamond League Zergs.
All right, Spinecrawler doing a great job here.
Yeah, it can't kill everything.
Yeah, so it does disrupt a lot here. Okay, Spore trying to reposition, but I don't know if he's going to be in range for the spine.
what are you doing?
Although
What about
they're just
trying
going
to retreat?
they're
I
just
guess?
going to walk back. Yeah,
But then they're like, "Oh crap! There's a Spinecrawler there."
Yeah.
Go back. Oh boy! All right, so yeah, you should clean all these up. But
oh,
Yeah, it's-
nice
doing
flash
some work
shot.
here at the
Yeah.
turns. causing some chaos here. It's, especially against a human player, even just diverting their attention like that can really help the bot more so, because the bot doesn't get distracted by something like that. But if the human's like, oh, I gotta go micro these queens for 20 seconds now. Oh, look at that piece spinning. Did you see that? I'm gonna get a replay of that. No, one of the Widowmine, it was doing like 360, like a swirly up in the air. It's like, Phew. I've just never seen that before. I love the physics and the animation.
Oh yeah,
they're so cool.
Particularly this map where things float up.
Well, it just seems like each one's almost unique.
Yeah.
Seems like the Widowmine's having a lot of trouble pathing around that destructible rock. It can't figure out that it can't walk through the rock. It's like, oh, I'll just go around and stay outside of range, and then the rock is there.
Oh, does it maybe think that the terrain is clear, but just the path he's trying to walk past it, so just naturally it goes
I think
around.
that's exactly what it is.
Ah, interesting.
Unfortunately, my bot strategically doesn't respond well to spores either. Like, if it sees overseers, it moves on to something else. But spores, he's like, oh, I can keep making Widowmines. And it's obviously not working out well for him.
I do like the idea, though, with just the constant pressure really, again, just distracting and occupying a lot of Rasper's time here is really nice, even with just a few units. Well, Ketrock's got, 4 bases now? So, the economy's looking good.
Yeah,
5th base actually crawling out there, Yeah,
Rasper's also gone up to 4, but exactly. This is more taxing for a human than a
here we go. Here we go. Good spot for the Viking.
Yeah.
Man, he's just not doing anything about this Viking. Where are the queens at? There now they're coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Should be fine, though. He's got a lot of extra overlords. It's fine. All right, so Ketrock has the building armor coming down. And against with the planetaries, I love that combo. I think that's going to be really helpful here in just making sure that Ketrock doesn't get hit by any run-bys or stuff like that. Rasper, when he attacks, he's going to need to commit heavily now into a base.
So one thing I really enjoy about watching that Viking harass is that it spotted an overseer, which clicked my bot out of the Mass Widowmine build. So it's moving on to more of a battle mech strategy now. So we're going to see the Vikings, Cyclones, that sort of idea.
I like the Widowmines here as a defense too, though. These are going to be some really hard positions to break here. But we'll see. Rasper's going to try it.
Yeah, we'll see if he catches it with like the Ravagers, because they are kind of clumped up here.
Yeah, that's true. He could get some really nice biles down on the Widowmines.
But we're entering Ketrock take the map mode.
You got to start hitting Ketrock hard now, or he's just gonna take over completely. Kind of like we saw with Micro Machine. He just had enough production that even though he was lost his whole army there, he had enough trickling out just to be able to hold whatever. So.
Also, Ketrock is a bot, and he does have drilling claws. So landing a bile on Widowmine might be very difficult for him, as my bot is capable of unburrowing them and moving them around and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, well, he's going to catch a base right here. Going to be able to gun it down very quickly. Even catching some Hellions could be nice here. Just kind of soften up the army a little bit. Oh, but let's see if the Widowmine hits. Oh, good pullback. Rasper playing very, very safe right now. Oh, actually does manage to land some
it's because he burrowed. He caught them while they were going down.
Oh, there actually is no drilling claws to this build. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, so catch them while they're burrowing will definitely work well.
Yeah. Oh, let's kind of preemptively throw the biles down there as the army's coming towards you.
Yeah.
It worked out. Oh, he might even be able to get another base here. He's got plenty of roaches. He's just going to target this down, and I think it's...
Nice files there, too, on the workers.
Getting the workers and the planetary. That's super annoying as a human as well.
Wow, Rasper dealing lots of damage. Going to go for yet another planetary. But now, again, this isn't super crippling because Ketrock still has 4 bases over on the bottom right. So this was just a fraction of his economy.
Even with the massive worker losses there, still at 71. So not a problem yet. And then the Cyclones here, a bunch will get trapped on the low ground. But they were doing quite well there. This army definitely beaten up a little bit, but still quite formidable. And Ketrock's overall army supply, only 1/4 of this.
He's going to kill some rocks for you, help the pathing for those Widowmines.
The switch to more Banshees, like eventually this army that Rasper has is not going to be good at dealing with that, but it's so far been able to get a lot done.
Yeah, he just needs to get some hydros or something, and then it should be fun.
The concern here, and yeah, he is going to continue. It looked like he was going to go home for a second, but he's just regrouping. Is a normal like human player would be like, well, I killed 2 bases and all this stuff. Let's regroup and reassess. But there's 8 more bases, so it's not really as devastating as you'd think. But he's now going to go after each of these as well.
Actually, this is really good. If he kills this one and then works his way to the right, there's not really any defense over there. He could just clear out all those bases, I think. Well, he's actually going to go, though, into the natural.
Yeah, he's coming in for the kill, the real kill.
He wants the kill. He does have a lot of army supply here. Ketrock doesn't have much of a defense other than the Banshees.
Yeah.
No tanks, nothing like that.
Yeah, and the Banshees do have crazy DPS, and there's nothing that's going to take them out. But
they'll kill this eventually.
But there's also just still so much. It's always weird when it's air versus roaches, because the roaches are just so tanky for what their cost is and everything that
I'm still not that worried about Ketrock.
Yeah.
Despite that.
Yeah, I mean, look at how quickly the army supplies moved to even.
Well, exactly, and Ketrock's army supply didn't really go down as much as Rasper's there. So
because it's all Banshees and stuff.
Yeah, it's all Banshees. Yeah.
And
so while bases are getting killed, Ketrock's like, oh, you killed a couple bases, I'll just make 3 more on your side of the map.
Yeah.
No problem.
Rasper will transition to the Spire here now, but I think he almost needed to start that a while ago.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's going to lose some initiative during this whole switch, and
it's the human what's the dummy magnet or whatever. You're hitting all these things and killing all these bases. They're just popping up faster than you can kill them, so you're just wasting your time essentially.
Yeah.
You need to go for the production,
Yeah, you get into, and that's what he tried to do there, but he kind of ran into this wall of Banshees.
Yeah.
And the Banshee DPS is just crazy.
It is pretty insane. Oh man, is this going to be it for the humans? Ketrock bot might just take the 3rd win here.
We got to regroup, and remember, Rasper's economy has been very good, and we're getting a switch to 25 mutas. That can definitely wipe this army out of the air.
Oh wow, yeah, holy crap! I did not realize that 25 mutas were about to.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of minerals too. If only if he had just a couple macro hatches, he could crank out a ton of Zerglings to help deal with the cyclones and stuff. He does have a lot of roaches here now. Now with the mutas popping out, I think you're right. He's actually should be able to clean this army up, in theory.
Yeah. See what he does. I think if he wipes the army and just goes for the main and takes out the infrastructure, I think that may be the best way to go.
Oh yeah, he's got to kill some production.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's got to be decisive now. But if he goes for the edge bases, I'm more concerned.
Well, it looks like he wants to kind of clear his side of the map and maybe even take another base of his own.
Yeah.
Here, which it's not the worst idea. He does need another base pretty soon here.
Yeah.
So and it's kind of hard if Ketrock has a planetary on every single one of them to take those.
I just don't think you want to play this game of attrition, and it's more a timing thing that I don't think the mutas can spend 15 seconds killing a
mutas are so bad at killing a planetary fortress with armor upgrade. That's how many mutas?
20,
and it took them so
at least
long.
25,
okay, finally it burned down. Wow. I did not realize how bad mutas were against building.
Yeah, he's still going to be cautious of the Widow Mine, still going to be cautious of Cyclones aren't too bad.
Raven's good.
Yeah, Ravens
like
is good.
Ravens is good.
Ideally, he'd wipe the Banshee thing, but I think he's got to go for the production. Like, he's got to go for the tech buildings or something.
For sure. Well, he's going to take out some defenses here. Now, it's Banshee's poking in as well, so not really a base trade, but for Rasper, it almost is.
Yeah. Generally, generally you don't want a base trade with mutas. He's adding 13 more, but it's kind of replenishing now.
He's got to come through the Banshees. Go ahead.
Ketrock has been really struggling to get any minerals, which is why I'm looking at the production tab.
Yeah.
And for some reason, he's building a Hellion, like when he does get minerals. There's like 30 mutas out. You need to be building some anti-air.
Yeah. Okay.
Now a lot of missile turrets going up now, though.
Now have enough. If he can take out these Banshees, get back really on the initiative, then I think he's still going to be okay.
Are the bases on the top left saturated very much, or just a little bit?
You don't see,
okay. So
mills,
it's just
mills,
nothing really there. Nothing there. Okay.
Yeah.
So as soon as he starts mining those, the mineral income will be great.
Yeah, and 6 Vikings on the production tab now. So
Ketrock
finally got the minerals it needed.
Yeah.
I don't know though. If these mutas catch those Vikings, he can definitely just jump on them and keep that Viking count pretty much non-existent with this many mutas.
Definitely.
I don't know. 7 at a time though. Yeah, I guess like 2-3 waves of that, and boom, you're caught up to and you should be able to fight the mutas head on. Actually. All right. Well, the mutas are helping. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, definitely they're able to beat anything they fight. It's just going to be a matter of you don't want to get to a point where there's then 6 turrets at bases and 13 Vikings and whatever. But he is adding a lot of mutas on. I think Rasper does need to expand again back to the original third base, but I think he's kind of.
Well, this is giving him a lot of breathing room. The mutas have they did help clean up, and so he was able to take this base right here. But yeah, definitely need to keep these Banshees in check.
Yeah, one of the major things that happened in that base trade was a lot of spores went down. So now all of a sudden these cloaked Banshees aren't zoned out the way they were earlier in the game.
Yeah.
And they even have speed on the Banshees, so chasing them around with mutas may not even be as simple as it looks.
Yeah, because not only do you get to follow with the mutas, the Overseer must be there to kill. So yeah, we'll take this base. He's keeping Ketrok's at least worker count low.
And Viking count, I think. Yeah, if he can kill all these Vikings. He's been killing all of them that have been trying to come deal with this, so. Banshee survived.
Yeah, it's doing okay. Yeah, and he's still adding on a healthy amount. He's really only making mutas.
That's funny? Mass Zergling beats one bot. If Mass Mutas beats Ketrok here. Apparently bots have a little trouble dealing with just mass of one unit.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, takes a juicy hit there, though.
Pretty big hit. Everything got hurt, but luckily they heal.
I wonder, would that be a viable bot strategy then? Just like mass up 200 mutas and then go or something?
I mean, yeah, depending how they behave. If you're able to magic box them a lot so that they're never clump or anything.
Oh yeah, imagine a bot just having a perfectly spread wave of mutas. So even if one does get hit by Widowmine, the splash is negated.
Yeah, especially if you figured out how to really maximize all the wave bounces.
Yeah, I really want to see a good muta bot now that does that, where it's just perfect spreads.
Eris was doing the muta backstabs to buy a lot of time, at least a couple seasons ago. And there were a lot of cases where it was kind of losing on the ground, but then hit a good muta wave that really, really distracted and picked off key things in the opponent. The annoying thing is it can be easy to stop, like if you get enough static defense. You can really box them out or make it inefficient, but once it gets to this crazy number, like 40 something, then it's difficult.
You have to get like perfect Widowmine shots, or like hope they clump up and get hit by 1 or 2 Widowmines or something like that. Like, it's hard to deal with for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, the Ketrok's still poking around everywhere, really keeping Rasper on his toes.
It's also there's nowhere to relax. The Widowmines are just all over the place. In
exactly.
spots.
You have to watch so carefully your mutas because one juicy Widowmine shot's gonna actually
you can't
kill
just move them.
them.
Yeah, there's
there's a decent one.
Yeah.
You have where's his overseers at?
I don't know if he has them anymore. They're hard to keep up with. The mutas are faster, obviously. So, yeah, the Vikings are doing kind of nothing. The Cyclones, I think, are better than the Vikings at this point.
Vikings are just kind of getting they are getting shots off so they can finish off like weakened mutas sometimes, but they're not doing it.
I like MindMe's comment on this. This is like watching someone try and push the water back into the ocean.
It's a really good analogy.
Yeah. So I'm getting more concerned here just because of the lack of. It's not a lack of aggression. That's not right, but a lack of a meaningful killing.
Yeah.
Like because picking off the edge bases, and I was kind of saying from the start, is not working.
Well, it's a war of attrition, and Ketrok's always going to win that.
Yeah, is going to win that war. You can't count on having your kill efficiency be 4-1, and that's what it has to be if you're going to do this. Like, I think it's when you're playing, because of particularly how Zerg works, I think you got to go knock out certain buildings, and everything that you have comes from one place, but you've got to knock out the production of your opponent.
Well, if
It's
he
got
just
to be
built
the main.
if he just built a couple more spores, he could with those mutas just try to swing in there
Yeah.
and snipe a starport or two and
Yeah.
stop the widow mines from coming. Yeah, just anything.
Yeah, just take out everything. Like, I'm sure in the main is where like almost every supply depot is and whatever. Like, I think it's got to be taken out on that level.
Ketrock plays a really good zone style where basically as soon as Rasper starts coming onto his turf, Ketrock's like, nope, and surrounds it and kicks its ass. But, you know, over on Rasper's side, I think Ketrock's just poking and harass and not doing any huge committals. It's really good zoning, it feels like.
Yeah, and you can see on that mineral, like the resources lost here, he's got a really good advantage, but it's like a 40% efficiency, but given that he's conceding the whole map to his opponent, it needs to be, it needs to be like a 300% efficiency.
Yeah, Ketrock's got how many of Rasper's bases? 1, 2, like four or 5 or something.
Yeah, and muling them like crazy. So even if Rasper gets them back, they're already half tapped.
Wait, which one? It's hard to tell which one's those middle ones. I guess. Okay, so that would be Rasper. Okay, I guess, yeah, just like 3. But anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Props at Rasper's definitely trading more effectively, technically.
But
he's killed about 70 Vikings, which is an insane amount of Vikings.
That is a lot of Vikings.
But look at the worker count at this point is my concern.
Mm-hmm.
So 24 workers left, and look at the gas number. It's barely moving because he's now tapped out the main, tapped out the natural. The 4th is gone. He's reestablishing the 3rd, but losing the guys are there.
It's a lot of army units there, though. A lot more Vikings go down. He's got to pull back and heal up.
But he's got to. I think he's got to win in the next minute.
Yeah, well, does he though? He's got more army supply.
I don't know.
Like even.
Unless I'm, but he does no income.
Ketrock is still struggling. It seems to get minerals a little.
Minerals,
no, he's spending he's making 7 Vikings at that time.
I guess, but I'd rather be mineral starved in this game than gas starved.
Yeah, well, that was what I was alluding to. He's got a lot of gas banked up, so as long as he can keep minerals coming in, Ketrock can make Ravens, Vikings, anything. But Rasper doesn't really have much gas left. So the mutas will not be around for much longer, I fear.
Yeah, you can see how this is thinning. Like, yeah, he's just everywhere. Like, he's surrounded at all times.
Yeah.
Like, at first, this seemed really ineffective that the Vikings were, like, spread and they were getting picked off. But throwing a bunch of Widowmine Cyclones, Vikings 360 degrees around,
Oh,
there you
go.
The
Ketrock bot will take it.
Indeed, and I think that means the bots take it overall.
Bots win. They're superior.
Yeah.
Everybody who voted for the bots to win in the poll, congratulations. You're what you wanted came true.
Yeah.
And make sure everybody who's here, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that little thumbs up if you also participated in that poll. Get us a little visibility and get more people watching these epic bots versus human games. I was the first person to thumbs up today. I just want to note that.
Ooh. Nice.
First one. I was at number 1. So make sure you all go do that. Thank you for doing so. All right. Well, then I guess that's it. Everybody pack your bags and get ready to go to the robot internment camps, and they're gonna take over the world. And
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
We'll do one more game before.
Yeah, we'll still show this one.
The robots come and take us all over.
Exactly.
Actually,
is this the first time that we've had the bots officially win? I'm not. Yeah, it's first time.
Wow, first official bot victory.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed history.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed that this wasn't rigged to go to an ace match. So
yeah, me too. I thought we were going to rig it. That's why during that whole game, I'm like, Rasper's losing, but he must win because why would we do that?
I totally thought the mutas were gonna pull through in the end. I did. I had faith. Drek throwing us a curveball. I like it. All right. Eris, our other finalist that you will see very shortly, is about to play against a human. We have Eris going up against XPA, a Masters Terran player.
Yep.
This should be good. So this is going to be a real test here. Arguably the best bot in ProBots at this point in time. Eris is almost unbeatable in any scenario. Like, obviously you can get a win here or there, but it's really hard. What's Ketrock's win rate against Eris? Because Ketrock's like second on ladder, right?
For ProBots, I actually made a battle cruiser rush build that was able to beat Eris for like a few days, and then
Oh.
that ended.
They
Now
shut
he
that
just
down,
crushes it again. Yeah. But it would have been fun if I got past Evil Zoe. Maybe I'm not sure if he got his fix in for that in time or not. But
Alright.
yeah, I think Eris is like 97% win rate, which is like
That's
twice
insane.
as good as Micah Machine at his peak. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
insane. It's like the Cyril essentially of our thing right now. When Cyril
yeah,
was speaking,
and then some.
then some.
And
All right.
he's been working on his versus human stuff too. He's been working with a Master League EU player called Kerwin. So they've been putting some time into fixing up some of the holes in the bot and Eris. Because the bot meta is very different from the human meta, and some things that are strong versus bots make you look silly versus a human. And he's been trying to close those gaps as well.
Nice. Well, I'm curious to see how well he's going to do against a Masters player. Eris, we've seen fight against a few pro players in the past, but again, with all these updates and everything, this is going to be the scariest version of Eris to date. So let's go ahead and hop
Master
into
League Terran as well. Yeah, this will be good.
Yeah, it should be a good matchup. All right, let's hop into 2000 atmospheres for our final humans versus bots game, and then we'll be doing our grand finals where we will watch Eris and negativeZero duke it out. But let's go and do this first. Let's go.
Over each other.
Talk over each other. You ready? And go.
In
the
welcome
bottom
to the
left-hand
Human
corner, we have a
Sorry,
red Terran
XPA,
player. It is
representing the
XPA.
DNA. All letters. It is the human XPA.
Good job, guys. That was pretty synced up. That was
That was really well done.
job.
Really well done.
High fives
Team
all around.
Eris's.
I'm glad we spent the hour at rehearsal.
Eris.
Good times.
All right, here we go. Eris, one of the scariest Zerg bots to ever exist. Probably the scariest Zerg bot to ever exist, actually. Going up against our Terran here. I love this. A Terran versus Zerg to finish this off, too. Classic matchup here. Eris can do everything. Eris can macro like no other bot, can get into late game scenarios almost seems easily as hell. You know, it's just can handle every late game unit. We see fungals, we see vipers, we see just everything. Maybe not. Have we seen Eris do swarm hosts? Maybe that's the one that Eris hasn't.
Yeah, I don't know if we have.
I think they mentioned there's like
maybe.
code for it or
Yeah.
something, but
Yeah.
What was that map that had like the huge dead space in the south? Was that Golden Wall? Where there's like
Yeah.
the south part of the
yeah.
map you couldn't get into. I can't remember if it was Eris or is the earlier version of Eris called Spiny, but he dropped a couple
Yes.
swarm
Yeah.
hosts there, and like
Yeah.
I didn't kill him for like 15 minutes. So like these swarm hosts had like infinite value all game long when we were playing each other. That was ProBots from about a year and a half ago, maybe.
yeah. Oh, something to note too. I wanted to mention Eris and negativeZero are, in case anybody didn't know, are the last 2 seasons winners. So Eris won last season and negativeZero won 2 seasons ago. So kind of cool to have them both going head to head here now in season 2.
They're also number 1 and number 2 on the ladder. So
Oh, are they?
we're definitely
Oh,
seeing the
damn.
best of the best in the finals.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, go check out, in case y'all missed me saying it earlier, check out AIarena.net. Again, there is a season finishing up on September 4th, and then a cool tournament will be going on there that you can watch over on their stream. So definitely go check it out. The top 12 bots from their ladder are going to be competing in their own tournament. So, yeah, check it out. Definitely worth a watch there.
Yeah, I believe it's StarCraft AI on Twitch, but yeah, the tournament probably won't be for another month.
Oh, is it a while,
at least a few
while
weeks.
out? A few weeks.
Well, I'm not sure when he'll start. Actually, he starts it pretty quick. So maybe
A couple
middle
weeks.
of
Yeah,
September.
keep your
Yeah.
eye out for it. Is all I'm saying. It'll be happening soon.
Reaper poking around.
Yeah, AI Arena stream. That's the Twitch stream.
Uh,
AI Arena stream. All one word. Okay.
And Reaper was able to get a drone kill, but I do like that he's not losing a lot when we've seen Eris play versus Hearthstone, and he's played versus some or Euthermal probably. One of the biggest issues is that he just bled too many Zerglings and drones in the early game, and never got to like show how strong he can be in the mid game.
Yeah.
So I do like that. He's not just bleeding drones and Zerglings right now.
For sure. Well, XPA is getting Banshees out. I'm predicting. Is that what the starport's for?
Yeah, and the Queen just using the ignore the Reaper strategy.
It's the creep tumor. That's actually kind of helpful.
Yeah,
because
it is pretty big right now to keep these
as it was
spaces
burrowing too,
separated.
the last one.
The very first creep tumor is pretty important. So
yeah, so XPA is gonna go for the basic strategy of allowing Eris the greed. Like when I played, basically my thinking was you had to shut it down at this point, and kind of that's what you're saying with like Hearthstone, and then too it's a lot of early harassment to prevent things from getting started. But Eris is well on its way.
Yeah, but I think he's using what's considered the strongest TVZ build right now, because based on the timing of these Hellions, I'm guessing he has 3 command centers at home.
Yeah,
maybe one a part of his wall.
is he going to be ready for Banelings, though? Are we actually going to see Banelings by one of these bots? I know I'm pretty sure Eris has built the Baneling nest before, but I don't think I've ever seen any Banelings actually be.
He has used it but keeps them like on creep. So like not because Eris does a lot of. We've seen it less in this season than last season, but before this, does a lot of like really, really greedy, but makes enough against the Terran to just stop them from coming on creep. And the moment they try and step on, then you swarm them with Lings and Banelings, and it's plenty. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, there's a couple being made at least. And certainly they're going to be better against most humans than they are the bots that can split better.
Well, so far XPA has traded pretty effectively. It's all the Banelings to the face. He was looking at something else.
Yeah, I think he's looking at this in the bottom or the middle bottom of the map.
Yeah, that little one Zergling distracted him, and he lost all his Hellions on the front.
And Eris really needed that too. Those Hellions are getting a lot of work done. Yeah. I think they killed like 10 Zerglings and hadn't even taken any damage yet. So
even on
that's awesome.
Resources.
What are the odds of that? That's funny. Oh, Eris with the pesky burrow. Yeah, we see this a lot out of bots now, especially the Zergs. Might as well, just put a Zergling in every base. Not only does it delay them, but you can scout when they're taking a base then too.
Yeah, and you almost always want the burrow anyway. It's never bad.
Yeah,
burrow is incredibly strong with bots since they can like individually burrow units like as they're taking damage and stuff. So no reason not to get burrow. And if you're gonna get burrow, might as well be annoying with it.
Well, here we go. Eris coming for an attack. Did pick off a couple more Hellions there. Actually, he's gonna pull back and regroup.
Yeah, he is getting Baneling speed as well, which is helpful.
I just want to see mass Baneling. Eris, can you just make 100 Banelings, please? Oh yeah, here we go. 3. Come on, more Zerglings. Yeah, there we go. That's all I want to see on the production tab. Zergling, Baneling.
Is Jonathan Lucas in chat XPA? I'm just guessing based on some of his reactions.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, we don't know.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
well, maybe. Well, he can say.
But he could just say yes and could be lying.
I guess I'm just gonna trust.
I'm XPA. See how easy that was.
I'm Spartacus.
I am Spartacus. All right, double drop coming out. XPA is going to try to harass. Does Eris build static defense like spines and stuff in her main or in her mineral lines? I think. Right? Yeah, there's
spores.
At least a spore.
Yeah.
Okay. So at least a spore in every base. That'll help from Banshees, but Marine's actually just going to drop early and clear creep. Not a bad choice. Kind of slow down Eris from pushing across the map too much. Nice pickup. Good.
Yeah, from losing that Hellion Force, the creep spread's actually gotten into a good spot for Eris here. So taking out creep tumors is really important at this point.
Careful.
That could have been worse. The second Baneling backed away there.
Yeah.
We're all XPA.
Man, that one Marine in front, he needs to change his armor because it's messy now. Specifically the bottom side of it. Here come more Banelings. There we go. Hydra's actually getting mixed in, so this is going to be a really scary composition with some nice upgrades as well. Eris is getting that +2 melee and +1 armor about to finish up, so we'll be even in the upgrades at least. For a little bit here.
Eris is now making that tech to everything turn. getting lurkers, getting upgrades, getting hydras out. Yeah, so there's often been a bit of a window when Eris does kind of go this, I'm just going to spend all my money on all the tech for everything, that I think you could potentially do some damage, but it's pretty tight to do that. And XPA is kind of in like a harassment mode as opposed to like an attack mode.
Yeah.
Very human playstyle out of Eris, actually. The build is going for Ling Bane into adding Hydras and then eventually going into Lurkers and
Yeah.
I'm guessing Vipers after that. Yeah, that's
sure. Yeah.
feels pretty standard at least.
Yeah, you can tell the lack of humanity by the clicking 40 places at the same time part. Yeah. But that's it. Yeah, I think a lot of them have made, and I assume Eris did too, made specific adaptations for human players to say like this would be stronger against a human than a bot. Because yeah, like Andy was pointing out, we usually don't see this many Banelings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there we go. They're gonna try to connect. Nope. Nice tank positioning is gonna shut that down.
Yeah, painful.
But here comes another attack. That was just that was the expeditionary force. That was just testing the waters.
I don't like the way these are coming in though. He's blocked himself on the ramp.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Because where he morphed in those. Those units,
yeah.
He blocked himself and went in single file. So this is pretty bad actually.
Oh wow, yeah. Lurkers trying
losing
to
the
get
lurkers. Ouch.
That's a bad spot. Okay, it does get them burrowed at least, so they'll be able to start doing some damage. I don't think
they're in tank range though. Yeah, they are.
Oh, there. Scan comes down.
Yeah, that was a donation of like at least 80 army supply, and he's still even.
That's really interesting. See out of Eris. Now again, yeah, it's different what we're seeing here a little bit than what we're going to see Eris versus a bot, right? Just because of the challenges in making them play against a human. Just certain things have to be changed, right? Like certain.
Yeah, nice fungal there.
Ooh, get it.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to escape into the main there. See if that drop can get a little more damage done.
Yeah, he did lose one of the medevacs to a spore, but still get a full one there. We get an attack in the natural, but that gets cleaned up, and he's going to try and come in this position again. I think this is just such a really bad angle of attack to try and...
Yeah.
You know, it's just not a good spot to be.
I wonder if those rocks are screwing up Eris a little bit too.
I think it might be,
a bigger path than it actually is, and just natural, because you can go through there, and it just kind of forces you around.
Yeah, maybe it is, because this is just a weird, odd-timed thing.
I think we missed something in the at the natural base of the Terran too. I noticed he had no workers there, and a drop overlord was leaving the location.
Yeah,
bailing bind.
I saw the attack there, and I think that's exactly what happened.
Well, we can go do a replay here maybe, and go back to like 10 minutes or something, and go back and watch at the end of the game. Here comes a push though. XBA is going to try to get some ground here.
Maybe nice fungal, catching almost all the Marines and all the medevacs at the same time.
That was really good. Ooh, another decent one. Baneling's going to start rolling in, but they're not going to connect to anything.
Yeah, a lot of tanks.
Yeah, Eris starting to fall down on the army supply, and he doesn't own as many bases as you'd often see from Eris at this point. So yeah, if XPA can just kind of do a slow push here with the Liberators, tanks, Marines, and so on, then it could work out.
Yeah, you know, just after watching Ketrock expand like crazy, you would think Eris would also have that same, but Ketrock was a better Zerg player than Eris almost.
Nice fun. The fungals are like
those fungals
ridiculous, but
no scan.
Now, lurker down. Does he have another one? No, not for now.
Yeah, without the scans, see that those lurkers just got like 3 siege tanks. That's gonna be very helpful to trying to survive this push.
Yeah.
Ooh, Liberators are in place now too. I love the Liberator edition because there's just not a lot of anti-air anymore. There were some Hydras, I think, but now it's just like a queen, and she's dead.
Yeah, there's some more trickling out. I think it's nice connection there.
Ooh, is XPA gonna actually break through here? Ooh, Eris going for a counter, maybe? What's going on the bottom right? It's a little blurry. I just see units moving around.
I almost think it's long distance mining or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Long distance mining. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, he's struggling to keep the mineral count high enough.
I think the XBA is broken through.
Yeah, I think now that you're getting this trickle in, because Eris isn't like regrouping, so he's trickling in like 2 banelings and they get picked off.
But actually, though, these Liberators not positioned
the ghost,
properly.
The ghost there is a nice switch as well.
That is nice. Yeah, start nuking XBA. Where's the nukes at? All right, well, he's going to keep pushing forward here. Eris kind of on the last thing here.
Really on the back foot.
I don't know what Eris can do to survive this now. This siege position is just too strong.
Yeah, it's in a really, really good spot that's going to prevent anything from grouping up.
Yeah,
like for the rest of the game now.
If Eris does deal with it, I think he's in a good spot, as XBA is still trying to establish a 4th base in the background. So I think there's going to be like a big remax out of the Terran player, but I don't see how Eris is going to deal with this army.
No, he doesn't have any money left is the thing. And
a couple Baneling hits would be good. I think it's a little bit.
Yeah. But hitting Marines too much. Not a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Marines is the one thing you can replace.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like XBA has to like win with this, but he is going to. So
yeah.
Well, where are the medevacs at? There's no more healing. I don't think.
They did die, but
that puts a life limit on, or a time limit on this, right?
It does, but I think we're past that limit.
Because he killed the point where it matters.
The hive was in the natural.
He's just building the new one here in the main. No problem.
Yes, but
he's got Eris is taking the bottom right finally. He's got that little base established.
Yeah.
12 more Zerglings coming out here. Yeah, no, it's 104 arms.
No, he's got 10. Yeah, he's got 10 arms. He's got nothing.
He's got nothing. Good burrow, though. The workers all staying alive.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Yeah,
there was a time when Eris used to transition quickly into Broodlords when he faced a lot of siege tanks. I think that would have been handy here instead of sticking on the Ling Bane, which
for sure.
You know, Ling Bane has its time where it works, so then it stops working.
But you have to have the economy to keep it going. As soon as your economy starts getting hit, you're kind of done. But the Broodlords can stand and fight for a while because they have those free little units, those little broodlings. Well done, XPA. Congratulations on beating Eris, one of our finalists coming up here. And thank you for the replay. So that means bots do take it 3-2. See, we should have rigged it and had XPA first and then done.
That's true.
Should have rigged it, man. I'm telling you.
That's true.
Anyway, hopefully you all enjoyed the show still. Again, those are bots that you can go play against yourself. Every single one of those bots you just saw. You can download the client. We got a link somewhere below me. And do the one extra step to play against here. Highly worth it. You get to kill a dancing zealot. What more do you need? It's awesome stuff. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kaywin, for getting this all figured out, and Drek as well. All the work, everyone, all the bot authors, everybody who helped get it up and running. And yeah, that was just well done. I'm super impressed with our games this season. Those were easily the best human versus bots games I think we've ever had. Very close, a lot of back and forth, a lot of tug of war, just really good harass, really good multitasking from both sides, humans and bots alike. So yeah, good job, everybody. Round of applause for everybody. Yay. All right. Good job. So we're going to now get ready for our grand finals, our actual bot grand finals. We have got Eris and negativeZero going up against each other in a best of 7. So we're going to see a lot of crazy stuff, I'm predicting. We'll see who comes out on top and who we will crown our champion. But first, we're going to do a little break and get everything ready. So now's the time to grab snacks, use the restroom, whatever you got to do, get some water. Get a few more friends in here to join us, because this is going to be an awesome grand finals. And yeah, I think is that it? All we need to cover before the break here? I like your bunny on the shelf, by the way, Anderson. Oh, you're blocking him now. We can't see him.
Yeah, no, that's better.
Bunny on the shelf. Look at that.
That's all right. That's his favorite shelf.
Can we make that our break screen? Just zoom in on the bunny.
Just zoom in on the bunny. Yeah.
Can we do that? Is that a thing? We could.
No.
No? Okay, we're not going to do
that.
He hates pets and he only wants to eat them. So no, nothing cute like that. All right, we're going to go to a 5-minute break. Thank you all once again for being here for our Season 2 Grand Finals and for watching our Humans versus Bots show matches. And again, thank you everybody for submitting those replays and playing against the bots. It was a lot of fun. Really does help out the bot authors as well. Gives them a lot of really good information as to how their bots are behaving and what they can improve on and things like that. So, all right, let's do a little break, and then we'll be back with our grand finals, negativeZero versus Eris in a best of 7 here on ProBots. Thanks for being here, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Go ahead and switch to the 3 camera. Welcome back, everybody. Big shout out to our Crown Club. While I've got you all here, make sure you check your Patreon page. We have the artwork from this season available after the show. It'll pop up and you can download it, the high resolution image of it. So yeah, go check it out. A little thank you to all of you for all your support. And of course, we'll be doing more post-bots content, more of our extra show for you all next season, and keeping it oil. We'll keep trying to make more and more stuff for you to keep you all coming back. But welcome back, Ketrock, just in time here. Drexama wanted to start without you. He's like, screw that Ketrock guy. We don't need him. Drexama.
I didn't know I'd be in the scene, so I'm like, oh, I'm live.
Yes, we're doing the 3-man cast today. All right, are you two ready for our best of 7 grand finals?
I am definitely ready. I want to see what negativeZero's got up his sleeve. Yeah, do we want to explore?
Well, I was going to say, let's talk about
how did we get here?
How did we get here? All important questions. I just wanted to make sure you're ready before we dive into this journey. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go and take a look at our bracket and our new format that we did this season. So we did a group stage this time around, and it worked very well, I think.
Yes.
We had 4 groups of 4 bots each. The top 2 bots from each group then moved on into our round of 8, where we had a normal round of 8 tournament from there.
Yeah.
And it's actually ended up, so now today we just have our best of 7 grand finals instead of the semifinals and the finals, which I think is nice because we can really put our focus on this grand finals now and on the human spots.
It also means we've got no advantage, no one coming from the winner's bracket, no game up, anything like that. So it's funny that this is essentially the most popular format in StarCraft, but
took us this long to do it.
We just never did it.
Took us 3 years to get there.
Yeah.
Well, no, it worked out great. Definitely let us know if you all liked it and if you would change something or what you'd like to see more of. Let us know in the comments and whatnot. But here is Eris and negativeZero at the top, but they had to go through quite the bracket to get here, beating bots such as Evil Zoe and Micro Machine. Dominion Dog always puts up a hell of a fight. Tier was very unpredictable this season and definitely started getting some better games with his random bot this season than he did last season, which was nice. Ketrock, super hard to beat too. Benbot BC always causing trouble. Yeah, no, these are some of the best bots that you will see. So not an easy, even for, I was gonna say even for Eris. Now for Eris, it seems like this was just effortless though. Eris just crushes through. Eris did drop 1 game though, didn't or no? Did Eris drop?
Did Eris drop a game? I don't know if Eris.
I thought in the group stage.
I know negativeZero did, right?
Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. In the group stage, one of them dropped 1 game, I think, but then they're undefeated. Other than
negativeZero lost to Micro Machine. I remember 1 game.
There it is. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, these bots are nigh unbeatable, and now we're going to put them up against each other to see who will come out on top. It should be good. But let's take a look at Eris's stats here. Eris currently number 1 on that AI Arena ladder. Again, go check them out at aiarena.net. They've got a season wrapping up very soon, and then a tournament which will be taking place sometime thereafter. But yeah, it seems like the only way to beat Eris these days is to hope for that 0.27% crash rate,
Basically, that seems to be about it. But I think we all almost know where the crack is, which is in that early game greedy opening. If you can get
put pressure on and
stuff in there, everyone kind of knows where that point is. It's just we haven't seen anyone actually really crack it too much. The only one that has in the past is negativeZero.
Mm-hmm. And something to keep in mind, so these bots were updated for the round of 8, but that's it. So these bots have been running on that same code since the round of 8. And these two, I don't know. I'm assuming negativeZero might have assumed he'd go up against Eris. I'm curious if Eris, who Eris thought might be their opponent in the grand finals, because obviously Micro Machine this season was very much a contender. Even Evil Zoe looked really, really good, and we could have easily had Evil Zoe up here in the grand finals. Obviously, it wouldn't have been Evil Zoe versus Eris, but anyway, did we have negativeZero stats, or did we just skip those completely?
Yeah, they were.
Did I just miss them?
Did
they come up?
They were
Oh,
up.
I blinked and they're gone. All right.
Yeah.
Well, those are our bots. Hopefully you all.
There you go.
Let us
They're-
know
they're
in
high.
the vote. They're very high.
They're high.
We've got a poll up. 10 votes currently. Let us know who you want to win, because we take the easy way out. Who do you want to win, Endersword? Who do you?
Do I want to win?
Do
I
you
don't know.
want to win?
I kind of maybe I
Yeah.
want negativeZero to win Protoss, and it will create an all-time rivalry if we're trading back and forth champions.
That's true, yeah, because Eris was last, so Eris or negativeZero could reclaim that title.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I think.
What about
that'd
you,
be more
Ketra?
dramatic.
Do you want Eris to lose, since you still haven't had your chance at fighting him?
I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying the Eris dominance for a little while.
Yeah?
He hasn't quite gotten to Micro Machine level for me, where it's like everyone's against him.
Yeah.
So maybe
We're
one more
all-
victory out of Eris, and then we'll all team up and try to knock him out.
Yeah, we're almost to that point, it feels like. Eris absolutely dominating the scene right now. So, all right, I think we're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, our best of 7 grand finals here on ProBots Season 2 of 2022 is not yet ready. It went away. We got a little error. All right, so we're going to get that fixed up. So hang tight, everybody. It will be starting very momentarily. In the meantime, look at Endersword's cute bunny on the shelf. So is that just where the bunny hangs out?
He does hang out there a lot.
That's a good spot for a bunny.
He's got a few little like hangout spots. He looks sleepy. I don't know if you guys can see him well enough, but
A little bit. Yeah.
he's got a little bit of a tired face. But yeah, he chills there. He'll chill under my bed. There's a few little hiding spots that he's got, but this one, I think he knows he's on camera. He's just he's basically trying to ride us for clout.
Yes.
And I think he's going to start his
He's
going to start his own Twitch channel later. He's leaving right after this. He's going to go hang out with SFan for 2 weeks.
Well, there you go.
So yeah,
Yeah, we're not
definitely. Yeah, he's definitely using us.
Yeah,
but yeah, he chills there.
All right, so I think we're almost ready here. Thank you for hanging tight, everybody. And again, Crown Club, in case you missed my message once we got back from the break, go check your Patreon page after the show. You will receive our artwork. It will be ready to download, that high definition image. This is a really good one this season. I always toss them in as my computer backgrounds.
Yeah, I think a good smartphone background too.
Yeah, that's good for that too. Are we ready? Yeah, we're ready. All right. Thank you all for your patience. A little technical difficulty there, but our grand final. Now I can do it. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is now our grand finals. Best of 7, Eris versus negativeZero on ProBots. Let's go.
Team Eris's mind me.
Eris. negativeZero.
Team Eris's
Eris.
Yeah, you got it. So that's definitely something you want to see out of the author right at the beginning of the grand finals, is that he didn't actually finish his build.
There you go.
So
That'd
who
be good.
knows what's going to happen?
If it does like 90% of it, then just at the end,
It
just stops. Just stops moving. And be
everything
like,
just
that's
stops
it.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. All right, well, let's see what happens here. Again, best of 7. So these guys definitely have a lot of different things they can do. Eris very reactionary. It seems. Oh, you're just hanging out. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, it seems like Eris is very reactionary almost, and kind of deals with scenarios as they arise. Where negativeZero feels a little more build oriented sometimes, with like a set build in place, a timing attack, something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. And it looks like negativeZero is going to go for kind of this, low ground, wall off, expand sort of thing, which I think is relatively safe against it. Like, Eris is basically, I want to expand my economy and tech unless you make me build units.
Yeah, exactly.
That seems to be the default. So you can either try and exploit that early by attacking that greed, or you could kind of be greedy yourself and then go into a slightly later game. So we're going to get at least the relatively early Nexus and low ground build there by negativeZero, which
trying
should
to-
be entirely safe.
I'm trying to remember. Wasn't there an bot? Was it? Oh, who was it? It was they did do the greed approach where they tried to expand kind of like Eris was and just took a lot of bases and everything, but it just ended up not being able to keep pace. Essentially.
What was his
Who was
name?
that?
Yeah, I know you mean that tried to take like 5-6 bases.
Yeah, and it just
And,
wasn't quite enough to keep up with Eris.
Yeah, I forget the name of that. It was like 2 seasons ago, right? And then he was doing.
wasn't it?
Huh?
Wasn't it
Was
just
it?
this season? Maybe it was 2 seasons. Maybe it was.
I think it was. I forget his name because it was a Zerg that we hadn't seen before.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So, and yeah, I think it was 2 seasons ago because I remember it was on a different map pool because we had the map where they had the double low spawns. I don't know, but yeah, I forget the name. But
Anyway,
it was something
it's a strategy.
like Creep Lord or something. I don't know. Someone can look it up or remind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see what negativeZero ends up doing. Does have an adept here scouting around, almost like that early Reaper harass, just kind of poking in, using the shade to escape out, and just trying to get all the info they can. Actually, getting a really early robotics support stay there. That's I don't think I've ever seen one at 3 minutes. Have you?
Yeah.
That's
pretty damn
early.
early.
That seems
is pretty damn
really
early.
Like, how many gateways does negativeZero even have? 1 or 2? Like 2 probably.
He may have, yeah,
Maybe have a few more. Actually, within the main there, 2. Okay, yeah, 2. Okay, so yeah, it's not that
Only
crazy,
2.
I guess, but that just seems really early. 2-gate robo into the robo facility, and I'm assuming it's gonna be for. I don't know. Actually, I wanted to, my heart wants to say Colossus, but practically, I think he's gonna do disruptors. Let's see here.
Creep Mind.
Creep Mind. There you go. Oh, my heart was right. It is going to be Colossus. Hell yeah. All right. I like this build already. 2-base Colossus timing push could absolutely crush
And I'm
the trigger.
hoping because so when I played negativeZero and the human thing, it made a Colossus and tried to warp prism it.
Oh, that would be fun. Do a little.
And it
warp
was
prism
crazy. I had done
Oh,
Mass
man.
Zealot against it, and it was able to pick it up like quicker than the charges could get to it.
Ha, that's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to negate the charge damage. Just pick them up. There's a Twilight Council coming down now as well. I have not seen a Warp Prism in the production tab yet, though, so we'll keep our eye out and see if that ends up happening. But we do have +1 in Thermal Lance, so it's definitely going to be a nice, strong Colossus. I think he's just going to do a big 2-base timing push, like an old MC style. Okay, never mind. I'm full of it. 3-base timing push, Andrew Sword.
Yeah. 3-base timing is okay.
I was
that
hoping
works.
for that 2-base all in, man. That was going to be epic. But a lot of Zealots. Yeah, the Colossus. So he's going to have a really good ground killing army. So any Zerglings, even Roaches, he might be able to zone out pretty well. The Ravagers might cause him a little bit of trouble, but I don't know. Maybe not too much. The
It
Colossus
should be
can outrange
fine.
it
Yeah,
pretty
they can
easily.
get rid of. Yeah, can get.
Oh, it's actually
move
going
away
blink.
from it.
I thought he was going to go charge. All right. I
Yeah,
like blink though. I
Blink,
think
Blink
Blink's-
works. Blink works.
So it feels like he's just kind of trying to get a little bit of a, not a death ball per se, but kind of, the startings of a Protoss death ball. The Colossus Stalker, maybe some sentries, get the Zealots. So it's really hard to engage because the Zealots will hold the, Zerglings back, and the Colossus can outrange everything. Everything else just kind of protects the Colossus.
Yeah, kind of like it. It could be a very, very mobile death ball.
Yeah, just like a gateway death
yeah,
ball with
and-
some Colossus support, essentially.
He's getting the Prism upgrade. Now.
Oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do the Colossus drops.
Yeah.
Well, even if he just uses it to pull units out of a bad spot, like stalkers that get stuck in front of Zealots or something like that, we've seen him do some really nice pickups with Warp Prisms.
Yeah.
So I definitely think he'll be able to use it to his advantage in that way.
Yeah, adding a second Robo, adding an Immortal there as well. He's going to poke onto Creep. I don't know if he's going to commit to this or anything. There's not enough of an army here just yet, but
Or
we'll
some
at least
roaches, though.
clear some of this out. Yeah.
We got some roaches.
He's-
Getting a response. Yeah, here comes Eris.
Let's see if he...
Micro
Nice
so
choke
far.
here for 2 Colossus.
Yeah, that's
He
a
does-
really nice.
He doesn't want to get these stuck going low here.
Oh, he's gonna
Oh,
get
they're
split
gonna
up.
split up
oh.
weird,
Could be bad.
Oh.
Actually, he might still be able to get out of there. Okay, definitely one gets out, but this second one's going to be... He needs to go the long way.
Yeah, it's committed. It might just be, can he get enough done that
Well,
it's
Eris
worth it?
actually isn't pouncing on this like
Yeah,
he
he's not.
should be. So the Colossus might be able to just keep Microrine away, actually.
Yeah, okay, he does, but he's gonna then wrap around him here.
Oh, man.
And
I
just
want
go for the base.
I want to see more Colossus. Just the way that's making Eris behave. Eris is really hesitant
Yeah.
to kind of jump on those Colossus, even when they're alone here.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
We'll
they
cut
do
off
a hit and then they
reinforcement.
pull back. They do a hit and then they pull back. So, yeah, more Colossus. Let's go.
Yeah, can he save the space? I don't know. I think he can eventually like hold the fight maybe, but he's gonna
I think
lose
he's
the
dead.
Nexus. Yeah.
All right, now it's a 2-base all-in. Let's go. All right, he's got more and more. A lot of Immortals actually coming out. That's going to be really, really, really good against this composition if he can
Yeah.
get it grouped up enough. and
It's just
properly.
he kind of doesn't have any like gateway stuff yet, or like anymore. So he's got a lot of like heavy hitters, but not.
Where'd that Colossus go? Did he just die? Like, did
No,
he just
he's-
walk from the Zerg
Oh
army?
yeah, he may have, but
Second Colossus, that was separated.
yeah,
I don't see him
he's-
anywhere.
he may have died.
Oh no, there he is!
Oh, there he is. Okay,
He's
from the
alive!
back, from the back.
He comes in. He's gonna pull some units out. Gets a Ravager. Hero
Maybe.
Colossus trying to save the day right now. I'm telling you, these Colossus are gonna be what saves him if he survives through this.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately, he won't.
I don't think. There's 3
No.
Immortals now shelling away. They're gonna be able to kill a lot of these roaches pretty quick here.
He's got triple the army supply though, and he's able to.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can afford these trades. I don't know. He's not even really touching the Immortals though. Like they're and the Colossus, none of them are really taking hits until they
he's
get up
not-
here.
It
and
looks like he
grab-
is retreating. I don't know that he has to, but I don't know what he's
I don't
doing.
know.
This is weird movement.
He's taunting. He's BMing Endersword. He's like, haha, you're so
Yeah.
dead. I'm gonna dance my units and
That
let you
is
kill
super
some
weird.
of them.
Yeah, he just gave away 40 supply literally for
Yeah.
free.
Well, he wants to attack, but he's not. He doesn't have enough there. I feel, or he
Yeah.
like doesn't think he
Yeah.
has enough. So
I
it's
think
just
he
doing
could
that.
have just finished off the Nexus here. He had it down, like shields
Yeah, probably.
gone, and he could have just dove on it, but didn't. So yeah, so he will live to fight for a little bit longer at least. Prism finally coming out. We haven't really had that used.
Yeah, that'd be good. Well, he needs to do something with it, and with this army right now, and because as well as this army is
good
done,
army.
it's on a
Yeah.
time limit now. There's a Spire coming
Yeah.
down, an Infestation Pit. As soon as some other units come out to help deal with, like, mutas, 2 mutas could kill all this, There's no anti-air right now. So, negativeZero's got to get something done, and something done now. But I don't know if he will. Oh, don't lose the Immortal. Get out of there. Okay, okay, here
Pick
comes
up,
the
pick
Prism
up,
to
pick
save it.
up. Pick up.
No, no!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's
Oh,
okay,
he just
David.
left it though. He
Yeah,
just
left it
ignored
there.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
the both bots realize that the attention is somewhere else, I guess. And Colossus are causing a little bit of chaos here. 4 Immortals trying to get away. One goes down, another gets picked up. And actually a really good spot right here. He could really do a lot of damage with some Immortal juggling right here. For sure. I don't know how many kills those Colossus have. How are they still
Oh,
alive?
like a million.
They're
Like
just in the middle of creep, like,
ridiculous.
ha ha ha. Like, you can't touch us.
22
each.
on one. Yeah, 22 on both.
I
Yeah.
think they each had 22, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Okay, There
okay,
it
one's
goes.
finally gonna go. Second one will go down here eventually.
They got too greedy
There we
under
go.
sword. Flew too close to the sun.
They were just like on a random path, like it was like Brownie in motion. They were
Yeah.
just on a random path, like going wherever, and then there was no finish on Eris's part. But yeah, now with them gone, now he's getting Zealot charge, but I don't know why now.
Obviously, it's just
Fine.
next in line.
Yeah, I guess.
At this point in
But,
time, if you got money, get this upgrade or
It's
something.
really, can we get the resources lost tab? Because I think it's got to be, yeah. It's not as imbalanced as I thought. I
Oh,
guess
okay.
probably because you're now have lost a lot of buildings. and stuff
I thought
too, but-
Eris was going to have more lost, honestly. Just Eris taking much better engagements than
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, yeah. I
Just
thought
because
that was what-
Negative Zero never had a lot of stuff, but he was killing a lot of things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was
Oh.
super efficient.
this game's over. Negative Zero will fall to the Swarm. But again, I really like that composition, especially for the early mid game, going those early Colossus. I think there's something to be done there. Like Eris was really
Yeah.
hesitant to engage those and deal with those. Ooh, there's a disruptor.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
nicely
think
done.
if you had been able to hold the thing that was clearly the issue with the Colossus is that they wander
Yes.
off. Like, so I think you do have to have them work as a unit because I
Yeah,
think
they
the
need that
plan
death
there-
ball to
Yeah,
stay
the
with.
plan there
Yeah.
of Stalker 2 Colossus into like 5 Immortals with the Warp Prism to juggle works well if those are in a package, but they kind of drifted away into wherever.
Interesting. All right. Well, we're going to get game 2 loaded up here again. This is a best of 7. So negativeZero definitely has some more chances here to make something happen. I'm sure we'll see some variety of builds too here. Because that was a really unique one. Never seen early Colossus like that in ProBots.
Yeah.
So we'll see what he does here in round 2. I'd love to see High Templar. Let's do it.
High Templar would be good.
Do it. Storms. Let's bring it. All right. Are we ready? Oh, no. We got a minute on the timer. Oh, we are ready. Yeah. See, you keep putting 1 minute too much on the timer. Let's. Gotcha. All right. Well, we are ready for game 2. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it. negativeZero versus Eris on Glittering Ashes.
Team Eris's.
Eris.
Mind me's.
negativeZero.
All right. Here we go. Eris already supply blocked. Is that Eris do the drone trick?
They have, yeah.
Did we
I think
discuss that?
I think he
Yeah,
does.
look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there he does it again. Yeah.
Nice. Good rewind there. Thank you. Yeah, interesting. I wonder now wasn't it proven like that doesn't really do anything, but in the hands of a bot, would it do something?
It might,
mining
because they're speed mining and stuff. Maybe
it would actually have a slightly more noticeable impact than a human doing it. Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Spawning pool doesn't. Oh, I thought it was going to block in that probe.
And I don't know if that's still true. I remember how, because
Can't remember how they decided if it
always
was
did it,
or
but
not.
it was also a different game back then when people used to say that. Like it was. The
Oh
six
yeah,
work-
when you started
it
with
was-
6 workers, yeah, it could have been a bigger
so
deal.
maybe it's a bigger difference. I don't know what the math is now.
Yeah. I just remember some video of somebody like disproving it actually doing anything good or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, 2 base again out of negativeZero. Eris getting that second base, should be getting a third base, I would imagine, shortly. I don't know. I wish that Colossus build would work a little bit better. Yeah, if it just stayed together better, I'd love to see that build again. And try to just do an actual attack on the third, like a grouped up effort to take out a base or something, as opposed to just kind of walking around killing whatever you see and things like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Needs to seal that wall off though. It's a big hole.
Yeah, in the first game he put down a second gateway in front to narrow it to the one spot, and I think I think he knows that Eris doesn't like 12 pool or anything, so this is totally safe.
Oh, the gas trick is to get the expand down faster versus Proton. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Makes sense.
Or just so it doesn't get blocked, essentially. Yeah. No, that's very good info. Thank you, Rasper. No, it's definitely good to know. Interesting. Okay, so there is merit to a Tender Sword, after all.
Yeah, I figured there was at this point, because it's a different...
Yeah, I assume too,
different
for the
game.
bot. Yeah, and just in the bot's hands, things like that are going to impact it a lot more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right.
if you can mine a little faster. Because, it was always supposed to be the trade-off between the minerals lost from the trick and what you gain from having a worker a tiny bit quicker. But if you then add speed worker on top of that, it's got to be quicker.
Got to be there, yeah. So, well, here's the Adept in the mineral line poking away. Not enough to do anything. Some nice drone micro. We'll pull the weakened drone after it takes the hit away and pulls it safely out of there. Adept's just going to need to leave. All right, so it's early. We are going to get the Colossus again, it looks like. negativeZero is going to try to make this build work. Now, again, maps have a lot of impact on builds like this, I think, sometimes. So maybe this is a much better map, and his army will stay together better this time. Because I'm just trying to look at the path here. So if he comes down, yeah, I think he'll hit that third if he doesn't attack, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it just naturally you go to that third.
Yeah.
Look at. Ooh, depth gets.
Adept is cleaned up. So it's interesting he has decided not to try the mass adept sort of strategy, because that's what has worked for him sometimes in the past, and just going in with the single, not even double to try and snipe workers directly down. And we are going to get the Colossus again.
All right, we'll see if it works. Oh yeah, in case anybody was curious, yeah, we don't do the map pool is just kind of at random. Just getting these maps to work for the bots alone is just a challenge of itself. So, and yeah, just coordinating with all the bot authors at the right times and everything. It's a little chaotic, but yeah, no, we're definitely. It would be cool to do a veto system for maps in the future, because that way I think you'll get a lot more map-specific builds and that kind of thing. Because right now it is just you don't know what map you're going to play on, so you kind of got to be ready for all the maps a little bit, right? And kind of assume, oh well, if I'm on this map, I can do that or that. You know, just have a few things programmed in. But I don't know. It would be interesting to see if we could get that implemented. All right, Colossus is out. I want to see that Warp Prism Colossus that you teased me with. You got me all excited for it.
Yeah, it was kind of neat. I think we were heading that way in the last game, and it didn't quite get to that point. I think if there wasn't an attack, we were supposed to get a Warp Prism earlier than we did. But yeah, but I could say, but it was a very different build. Like when I played it against, like as the human against it, open Adept, open Immortal, then into Warp Prism Colossus.
Gotcha.
So yeah, different thing. It was much more aggressive. But I got to think that's the intention, because you're getting the upgrade.
Ooh, look at that. -0, 2 seconds ahead of schedule. That's good. It's good time to be, I guess. He's going to push out. Actually, he's going to go across. I thought he would go down to the right, but he's actually pushing to the left. Or is he just chasing that?
I think he might just be chasing the one lane.
With the whole army. Oh, geez. What is this? Gold level play here. Come on. We've seen this before. How one unit can just utterly undermine everything that you're trying to do and just distract you. Because you're not going to catch him.
It'll be interesting if this works to his advantage by dragging the entire army to this side.
Well, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, if he flanks that base, or there's one coming up, if he comes down and does this.
That's actually... Helpful. I wonder if he was going to attack this way anyway, and it just happened to be there was a lane kind of in his path as he was going down.
But I think it's a great angle. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, he's getting some damage here. Colossus just need to be careful not to take too many hits here and watch out for those vials, but some good micro. And he's going to be able... Oh, no, he's getting caught behind the mineral line, though. This is not as good for -0 as it was initially. If he had stayed to that left there... Oh, actually, he can go up into the main. Look at that.
Yeah, that part's good.
That part's real good. Yeah, man, if he can get this Colossus here, he can deny mining at that base almost completely. Loses the Colossus down on the low ground.
Into it. Yeah.
So it looks like this was actually the better place to go, and that other Colossus was the wrong one.
Yeah, he could have probably, if he had been able to tap dance up and down, but I don't think it would know to do that. But you see humans exploit that of like, I'm going to go into your main, and then when you come and get me, which you have to run, I'll go back down. And
see, that'd be perfect if you did like a veto system. You could plan that on this map specifically, right?
For sure. Yeah,
that would be interesting. Well, I guess unless the other player vetoes it, and then you're screwed.
Exactly. What would they think? Is anyone thinking before today? He's going to open with 2 Colossus between the legs. Nobody
thought of it. Somebody did. All right. Well, -0's rebuilt a little bit. He has a small force and disruptors out. So last game he died right as that first disruptor popped out. So this absolutely could change things a bit. If he gets 1 or 2 really good disruptor hits, could easily push it into negativeZero's favor. If he has some adepts and immortals, he's got 3 immortals producing at a time, and even another robo facility coming down. So again, if he gets a good disruptor hit or two, he can just then steamroll over, right?
He just disrupted himself for a little bit.
Oh, did he?
I think he killed his own
Tried.
adept.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to help. Well, and it seems like he's had this third base a little bit more effectively this time as well. Eris seems to be playing a lot more passively almost this time.
Yeah, I think you're maybe seeing what he was attempting to do the first time. There's way more gateway units. Because before, when he went in with this Colossus Immortal attack, there were no gateway units whatsoever. So this is probably what he meant to do. And then there's a disruptor. He's not going to hit his own Colossus.
That was not a good disruptor shot. Who's piloting that thing? I do want to say the little run by with those 2 adepts is causing a lot of lost mining because he's forcing the drones to burrow. Yeah, so that's really nice.
Yeah.
Come on, disruptor. Get one good hit here. Come on. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, he got the changeling.
I think is he intentionally trying to target only Protoss units? So he's like,
hey, there's a Protoss on your side.
That's why
you gotta kill it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, Colossus is gonna get away for now. Pulls back up to the high ground. A few more immortals on the right here. Oh, actually, a little Colossus sandwich. Colossus being the bread, of course, in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just kind of chaotic right now. negativeZero definitely holding a lot better than last game. His army supply is still up there a bit. And he's keeping his 4th. If he can keep this 4th and actually start saturating it, that's pretty huge. Yeah, that is going to be really helpful. It's just going to allow him to keep going, essentially, instead of getting kind of hard locked on 3 bases there. It'll give him a lot more growth. +2 attack about to finish. Oh, I'm sorry, +3 attack about to finish up. I did not even realize for the Protoss here that his upgrade attacks are so good right now. If he can get a halfway coherent little army together, he actually might be able to make something happen.
I don't know what the hell this disruptor's doing.
What are these disruptors are behaving like Oracle right now.
Yeah, but you're right. Like if he can add a bit of bulk to this, then it becomes a death ball pretty quick. He is getting a fleet beacon too. The intention here is to add Tempest on top of it. Then that's definitely an option here too, or even just carriers. Either one works. It can be a while to get to it though, so he's got to hold for a bit.
Because if he can he's killing the Hydra.
Is definitely the higher. Everything he's got so far is focused on the high damage, like the high DPS.
Yes, yeah.
In a few units, so there. Okay, he is getting Tempest, and he's getting
high DPS technically.
Yeah, I guess single shot, like volley DPS. He's got to worry about these Vipers because, of course, he's got very few units. So if they get pulled,
he needs to be real
they
careful.
will die.
Yeah, anything that gets pulled in there will die very quickly.
He's also got to be worried about these disruptors. They've largely been his enemy.
Yeah, they've been really working against him, unfortunately. That maybe that's the part of the code that he didn't finish, was the disruptor. Ooh, pulled the immortal forward.
Pulls an immortal, but if he pulls him forward, it triggers the barrier and then backs up. That's fungal there in the middle.
Oh,
he almost did it again.
I thought he like pulled it back to hit himself and then pulled it away once more. This is actually this is the best spot that negativeZero could, I think, fight in. It's just this nice little choke here. But he needs more.
So the Colossus coming out, or sorry, the Tempest coming out will be interesting because it'll poke at a lot of the air stuff there. There's a drop.
Ooh, almost. It's interesting. The Immortals on the right-hand side there.
If he could land a damn disruptor shot into the middle of this thing, it would be devastating. But yeah,
it would flip this whole game on its head for sure. But he's just not. Oh, is he gonna shoot? Oh my God! Go back to the mineral line. Go back to the mineral line. Is he gonna shoot a disruptor at the circle? Yes, he is. He's gonna do another one. Oh no! Oh my God! These disruptors are the worst.
Yeah.
No, nothing there. Yeah, I don't think he's hit a single Zerg unit with a disruptor yet.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think so far in this game, if he switched from making disruptors to just not making disruptors, he'd be way better off.
Oh my God! I did get a roach or something there, but at the cost of a few more workers. All right, so it looks like he's actually starting to take this ground a little bit here. Eris's forces seem to have kind of not abandoned the spot,
army,
but he's not holding it anymore.
Yeah, the army supply is even now, basically, and the economy for Eris is a bit better, but they're both on strong economies.
Ooh, gets the Viper with the Tempest. That's nice. Yeah, I definitely want to keep those Vipers from yoinking the end to the...
Yeah, and we're getting like a number of Tempests now, and like that's out. But
wow,
you know,
it's supplies even right. I think -0 can make this happen. Eris is he's kind of falling apart here. Yeah, no, Eris doesn't know how to deal with this. Like, he's kind of grouping up, trying to hold some ground here, but he's just taking so many free shots. There's not really any... Well, it's a lot of spellcasters, like a lot of infestors, queens.
Yeah, and the Vipers are like pulling forward, but then he's not pouncing on what he captured.
Overseers, yeah, everything.
Nice fungal there, though, through the middle.
Just kill the disruptors. We don't want this. Just kill them. All right, and base is under siege here. We'll see if Eris can hold or if -0 can actually break through and take out some of the mining bases here. That would be huge to kill this. This is one of the main bases here. I think it's still pretty full of minerals.
Yeah, it's the central point. It's the point he's gathering at.
Oh, there's nothing over here.
Oh, if he gets this Greater Spire, this is huge.
Oh, he's going to.
Two
dead.
Immortals are going to kill this Spire. It's gone.
Wow.
That's a huge reset. One of the only ways to come back against the Tempest would have been a bunch of Corruptors.
Oh, where's my... Pull that production tab back up.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so yeah, he's getting more armor.
Yeah, see, there's another...
Wow, upgrade.
Another case of a pull, and then no jump on the pulled unit.
No finish.
The Corruptors are being incredibly passive. They could have taken out some of these units.
They're probably afraid of the Tempest, right?
Yeah, I think they are, yeah. Because I think they're viewing it as they don't have enough, which is probably true. But then they're choosing to do nothing and just kind of losing.
Taking shots, yeah.
Yeah.
I think -0 is going to break through here. He has... it looks like
the whole look at this mini-map.
Yeah.
Like, look at the arc. He is across like 4 screens fighting a...
So this is what I've always envisioned StarCraft battles to be, just like fight everywhere, you know? It's not just a big ball fighting a big ball.
Yeah.
There's just skirmishes and fight and holding it. We need more units over there. We need less over there, you know? This is just so good. Oh my God, what a good fight.
Yeah, this is exactly what, bots can do. That humans basically cannot replicate.
Struggle.
Every individual unit being pulled back and brought forth.
Wow, these Immortals might get another base here. Oh, they're starting to engage some Hydras. They might get picked off, actually. They're pretty low.
Yeah, they're gonna get
man, killing that Greater Spire, they did their job. That was...
Yeah, that was giant move.
Brood Lords pop out, all of a sudden the Immortals are useless. Disruptors are useless, things like that. Well, I mean, disruptors are already useless, let's be honest.
Yeah, Infestation Pit gone now too. That was one of the last hopes, as a few fungals did land pretty well before. And yeah, this whole thing has collapsed. It was very beautiful.
Wow.
The Corruptor's finally getting into the mix here. But he won't be able to replace them. But I think they could have done that a lot earlier in terms of just taking out individual Tempests, but they were very, very hesitant to approach.
There we go. Disrupt finally doing something. Oh, your mic's breaking up a little bit. You're cutting out. Maybe it's just on my end.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, was it? Yeah, it was just briefly. It just kind of cuts out real quick and then goes
okay.
Back. Anyway, Tempest cleaning the deal. Yeah, -0 has this game. Has turned it around with a very similar opening, but he, like you said, he changed it up a lot. He didn't have nearly as many gateway units with that first attack that kind of got pulled to the left. So even when he lost that, it wasn't that big a loss anymore. Then from there was able to take a lot of little skirmishes and just keep defending and got that 4th base. That was really huge. That felt like almost the tipping point. When he got that 4th base secured and had that income, he was really able to just kind of expand and take over from there. And nicely played. We're all tied up here in our grand finals, 1-1 in this best of 7. Ooh, maybe I'll get my ace match yet, Ender Sword.
Maybe.
This whole season was I got 1 in this whole season. These bots owe it to me. I better get my ace match.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. All right.
Indeed.
We do have a series.
So I'm curious now if Eris is going to change things up. So I think we got the tip off that basically Mind Me is going to do this, and that's it.
But
So
again,
there's
it's
the
a
one
little
building
different.
here.
It's
He's gonna
slight
go.
variations. It feels like so. It's
Well, it was. I think it was a variation on the result, like
Yeah.
a different fighting, like because it was more about what's your economy like, what did I lose, what did I
Mhm.
whatever. So it did a different thing, but it was doing the same plan and just adapting to how much money it had.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah.
I think is the reality. But because Mind Me said it's basically only going to do the.
Oh, did
the
he?
one
Is that what he said?
thing. So,
All right. Well, it's
but,
working.
But Eris may change. Yeah.
You gotta win. So hey, keep it up. Keep on trucking. All right, we're ready for game number 3 here. Eris versus negativeZero. Let's go to. Oh, I can't even read the map. It's so blurry. Let's go with that wherever it is. I don't know. Let's go.
Curious Minds. Yeah, did he not build one? Again, he got the upgrade. But
Oh, we did.
Team
he got the upgrade early
Eris's.
and then didn't build it.
Eris.
Mind Me's.
NegativeZero.
Yeah, and as pointed out in chat there, that is Eris's first loss this year.
Wow.
22.
First loss. First map loss for Eris in 2022. Good gosh.
No.
That is incredible. All right. Well, let's see if negativeZero can do it again on Curious Minds. I think he can. I like this map. I think the smaller maps are going to favor what he's doing. You know, rushing up to all that tech and trying to put on early pressure with it. I think a smaller map is going to have more success in that, right? Because Eris will have less time to basically react to it or try to counter it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
we shall see. I think this is going to be a good map for this. Yeah, I think the distance and just the layout of it. There's some good chokes or some good ramps rather. Yeah, I could see this working out with Colossus. I'm gonna be hopeful here. I'm sorry, Eris, but I am a Protoss at heart, so I gotta root for my Protoss brethren here. My brother from another Kala or whatever. Is that how that goes?
Is that how it works? Yeah, maybe.
I do. Even if Eris wins, I'll be happy. Both these bots are so incredibly fun to watch. Like this has already been one of the most epic finals. Like it's already got me hyped. We're going back and forth, seeing even a similar build fail and then succeed is like, okay, well this can absolutely go any direction, you know, go any way. So I think whoever wins is gonna be deserving of it, essentially, very deserving of it. So.
Indeed, a redo.
Yeah, it's crazy getting the first. So good job, congratulations, Mind Me, getting the first win off of Eris in 2022. All right, Roach is on the way.
That's good.
Normal stuff happening. All right, I still want to see Storm. Like, come on, negativeZero. Throw a curveball in here. No, I know he won't. Oh, look at this. Eris is doing something different. You were right, Ender Sword.
Yes.
You were super right. He is
That's,
doing a Ravager rush.
Yeah, and I think this might be wildly. Although the map again, so the Overlord helps, but
Just goes for it, man.
the map being up a ramp right here is makes it more difficult.
Yeah, well, we've seen the Ravagers struggle with some ramp stuff before. But here we go. So far, he's getting some decent little shots off. Hasn't lost a Ravager yet. And that's good. So, and this totally negates what I said earlier about how Eris kind of plays more reactively and kind of reads the scenario. Not all the time. Eris also has some cheesy rushes and attacks that she can pull out. So, I think this gateway at the very least is going to die. Well, maybe not, actually. Eris is getting a little bit too...
He may reprioritize.
Ooh, yeah, he's getting the shield battery and trying to fight, but the Stalkers are just trading really effectively. And I think this is pretty much held.
Yeah, I think you tell, but
Yeah, that's how.
you'll notice this natural is empty.
That's true. Well, was he even building a base? I don't think negativeZero even started.
I don't
it.
think he was. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just I think just preemptively gets the low ground walled off, so when the time comes, then a base can be built. But negativeZero dealing with this perfectly, not building the second base yet, instead getting that Robo Bay finishing up. Twilight Council even on the way now. And there's a base coming down now that this is held. So negativeZero is in pretty much the perfect spot to now take this game. Ball is in his court. And yeah, this is negativeZero's game to lose.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see if how quickly Eris rolls out of this into something else, or if she even does. Yeah.
This might just be all in. No, there is at some point where Eris will start macroing again.
Yeah.
There has to be. So
I would think so. Although you can often, I don't know, there's often bots I think that will kind of say this is my all in, and if it doesn't work, then whatever.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's a best of 7. Yeah. Well, I from the looks of it, this is not going to work at all. One Ravager at a time is going to not just not going to cut it.
Yeah, I think again he hit the wrong map. That if she had been able to attack on the low ground, then But the positioning of the Overlord kept getting pushed back by the Stalkers, and you needed the high ground vision to continue the volleys and at a distance because they kept having to come up the ramp to hit what they wanted.
Haven't we seen this problem? I guess it's not a problem yet, but it feels like negativeZero's only building a few army units, and not just in response to and waits, and it almost feels like it waits until a Stalker dies. It's like, oh, okay, I'll get a Stalker to replace that one.
Yeah, I think that is accurate.
And no more than that.
But I think it may be because negativeZero is attempting to still get to this Colossus build that it wants to do.
Oh, is it still doing that?
I think so, but then this whole thing is delayed at a bunch.
That's what I'm saying. And now there's 500 minerals in the bank and no units.
Yeah,
is he broken?
Yeah, I don't know. It might be broken. I mean, that's
just
certainly
building
possible.
Workers.
Yeah, we're going to attempt for a third base.
Oh,
There
no.
was definitely a robo before this. Well, like you pointed out in the first game, 3 minutes in, we had a robo. We obviously didn't this time, but comes an immortal.
There we go.
Instead
Okay,
of
2 immortals. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a little worried here. So if these units pop out, I'm still not too worried. negativeZero can even lose this natural, and he's already gotten enough out of it to make it worth it because Eris is still on one base. So I still think negativeZero's got this.
I think so too. I think the only way negativeZero can lose this game is making disruptors.
Oh God, don't say that. He's gonna do it. Oh wow, he's building the third.
But this is being still annoying though. But yeah, as soon as the 2 immortals come out, you've got to imagine this gets shut down. But this is remarkable. Like 2 Ravagers just killed this mineral line.
Yeah. It's just negativeZero just didn't make any units to deal with it until just now. So.
Yeah.
Okay, now negativeZero.
And he did stop this base, and
we're good. All's fine. They definitely did more work than they probably should have, but negativeZero will hold and will push this back and should take the game now from this point.
Yeah.
Eris just not transitioning whatsoever.
Yeah, Eris also never even went up to a full 1 base economy. There's only 13 workers.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, this was super
just never even did the full deal.
This was meant to win at the 3 minutes.
Because look at all the larvae there. So
wow.
Yeah, could have made more.
All right, well, nicely done. negativeZero taking a second win off of Eris, and not even doing like a crazy build or anything. Just holding the pressure, just holding that rush, which can be very hard for these bots. Being able to identify specific rushes and being able to hold them can be pretty tricky, I think. So nicely done out of negativeZero to hold that off. And we'll see now what Eris will attempt, because I feel like, it feels like Eris is going to be the one making the decisions now in game number 4.
Yeah.
As negativeZero's up 2-1.
Yeah, and I think
cheese, perhaps.
I presume it will abandon that build, which again I think is a shame because I think it's a map-dependent loss.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would work otherwise, potentially at least. But yeah, I mean, Eris's bread and butter has been the crazy macro big games. So
Yeah.
You mix in just in case your opponent hits something weird that negates all that. But I think Eris is better off just going back to the normal.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, definitely. One of Eris's strongest abilities just is the macro. Yeah, and the ability to fight in the late game and all that. But let's see what happens here. We are ready for game number 4 on Hardwire. Let's hop into it.
Team Eris's.
Eris.
Mind me's.
-Zero.
All right, this is already an amazing series. So well done, both these bots. Good stuff. Very back and forth. A lot of different styles. Even the two builds that were pretty much the same, there's still some little differences, little flair to it. And we'll see here what happens. I think Eris, is going back to that more macro style. So might even get this might even be. Doesn't Eris have like a super greedy build, like 3 base before pool or something?
Yeah, that's an option that we've seen. It's not either that or it's no gas. Well, I think the standard is no gas before 3 base.
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
Yeah, that's what Eris has typically been doing. So I think if we just go back to that may be the best course of action. And then I think a lot of it comes down to how the initial how the initial engagements and stuff go. Because I think if it's a case that -Zero is doing essentially the same build, it's clear that build has a lot of reactionary.
All right, well, we'll see here. Pool's about to finish up. See if the 3rd base is on the way. There are a couple drones out and about, though. It looks like they're just kind of scouting and looking around for proxies or something like that. Yeah, they're just looking around. All right, -Zero. What are you gonna do this time? See, he was forced into something a little different last time, so we didn't even get to see the Colossus.
Yeah, we didn't know he was gonna do it. Yeah, and it's good that he's reactionary in that way. That there's an attack, does skip
doesn't get too tunnel visioned, essentially.
Yeah,
doesn't get too focused on it. All right. I think a few people thought this would be a walkover for Eris. I think just as much as we've been hyping Eris up in the performance that Eris has been giving, I think Eris was absolutely favored in this, but not so much anymore. Now it's an even match.
Indeed, it is.
Yeah, it was half of our predictions were Eris, I think. Did anybody predict -Zero to win?
I think so. In the prediction brackets, I think so. I think that might have been the second highest.
Let's see who predicted -Zero.
Like
So Mind Me, author of -Zero, picked Eris to win. That's hilarious. Eris. You're all wrong. Evil Zoe's wrong. Team Pro Drek Sama is going to be the only one to guess this correctly if -Zero wins. That is unacceptable. Eris, you better pick up your game and win now. That's hilarious. Drek Sama might be the only one to choose correctly.
Rigged.
There's a chance of it. It's rigged.
Wow.
This whole thing was rigged. He knew the outcome. No, it's not. Don't worry. No, I think Eris is going to have a much better game. I think Eris is going to be able to tie it up this game. Going a lot more standard macro. Yeah, and getting that burrow. I think this is going to be a good one for Eris. Anything, you're damn right, Dyson. Anything can happen, for sure.
No, it'll be a lot of how does Eris react if there's another loss, if it moves Eris off of the builds that tend to win. And again, I really do think it's very map specific. we've yet to play kind of the both spawn bottom type of map, and those are off of very different games. So, yeah.
All right, so Zerglings are going to be able to kind of force this Adept away a little bit. Actually, Adept's being pesky, goes right into the Roach's faces. Holy crap, okay. Ooh, another Adept going down. Yeah. There's the Colossus. Thermal Lance on the way. I don't think he's started building the Colossus yet, though.
Yeah, not the actual Colossus. He's getting a... Yeah, the Twilight's coming. He did blink before, but I think he varied that and had charge first in one of them, but I'm not sure. Yeah. So the Adept's just kind of being annoying, but not really doing a lot of damage yet.
Yep. All right, +1 also on the way, so those upgrades coming down, starting to come down. I gotta say, in all the games so far, or well, the games that there have been upgrades, both bots have done a really good job at kind of keeping pace with each other and making sure that they don't fall too far behind. Even that one where negativeZero ended up having +3 attack before anything else, Eris caught right back up in just a short time. So yeah, no, that +3 attack was crazy. So yeah, looks like he's doing it again though. I'd love to see these Colossus start moving out as soon as they're made and just start putting on that pressure right away. Because the Colossus really do kind of mess with Eris a little bit. You know, she's hesitant to engage them. So.
Yes. Indeed. So far, at least the Adepts, too, have just kept everything on Eris' side of the map. There's no move out or anything like that.
Not yet. No. Yeah, this is such a slow game. I was like, oh, we're all hyped up. It's been nonstop action. Now we're like, all right, I guess we'll wait 6-7 minutes here. Come on.
Again, now the single security. Yeah, single Colossus is going to awaken an Immortal actually instead of the 2 Colossus.
I really want to see this Warp Prism play.
Yeah, I want to keep getting that upgrade. With the upgrade.
Yeah. And then just nothing. Like he's done some pickups here or there, but nothing memorable just
nothing
yet.
Really super juggly.
Yeah.
There, one Colossus just making a beeline for the other side.
You guys better keep up. He's going. All right, no, I like this. He's gonna start clearing some creep. He does have observers, I think. Yep. Or wait, does he have one with the army yet? He's building one. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's with the enemy army.
Watching the enemy.
Yeah, so we'll pull back. There's less potential on this map for the Colossus to get isolated and trapped. Just kind of, it's a way more like
I see
center route map.
But a lot of big paths around all the sides and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, well, actually, a perfect pullback from negativeZero. Let's see if he can get in a position in time to defend the third. He should be able to, yep. He is here with an Immortal. He's got Zealots to buffer, and 2 Colossus are going to do a pretty good amount of splash damage, too. And, that just softens those Roaches up so nicely for the Immortal.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a really good angle of attack for negativeZero. He's there's enough firepower here to kind of take out the front wave of this in 2 swipes, but he does kind of break down the natural wall there. And there, the burrows will come into play, but an observer is coming through.
Oh, the base. The base might go down.
Yeah, is it?
Oh, that hurts. That actually really, really hurts. That's kind of what we saw. He has to cancel. He keeps trying to build it there. But what was it, game 1 or whatever? Yeah, where he just couldn't get past 3 bases, essentially.
Yeah.
And it was, oh man, he's losing so much money trying to do this.
He is. He's now getting surrounded, though, as he comes in. This will be the last shove, but that is still a big pickup.
Yeah, Eris really slowed down negativeZero here.
Yeah.
Well, and now negativeZero is going to try to counter, I guess. Try to get a little damage done, but Eris already has 5 bases and a lot of creep spread. And starting to flank, so that was one of the most recent updates, actually, was a improved flanking. Yes, the author called it temperamental flanking, as it only works about 10% of the time.
Yeah.
But that's kind of cool. You see the little...
We're seeing the 90% right now.
Yeah, we're seeing the 90%. Is this a flank? No, maybe not for sure. Yeah. But no, that definitely was one of the updates, and it's cool to see that little call out for. Oh, he's trying to, you know, he's doing a little.
So he's now completely even the army supply and moved it well to his advantage for a second there. But he's got the pummeling force now. He went from like 100 to 40 something to 60 to 60.
So actually, Eris is, you know how Eris always just kind of gets everything. I feel like it's actually kind of hurting Eris because there's a Hydra Den, an Infestor, Station Pit, and a Baneling Nest all finished, but he's only got enough money for like for these Zerglings. You know, he's got no gas to build Infestors, to build Hydras or anything. So
and that was always the timing window that we called it too, of like, here's the tech to every a small point there where there's not really a lot to go on. Yeah. Oh, am I?
Yeah, your mic was cut.
What's up with that? Yeah, let me see.
But yeah, the tech to everything point is what he was saying. Where you're just weak because you got all these, you spend all your money on all these production structures or upgrades or whatever. But then it's like, oh well, crap! Now I need some army because he's literally attacking me now. But in the end here, Eris actually does hold this and pushes it back. So as good of a timing as it seemed to be, negativeZero couldn't quite make anything happen there. And just before +3 attack finishes up too, so maybe you just wait. Oh no, Ended Sword. Run, everybody head to the hills. If you're Protoss, just get the hell out of here. Actually, they might do something because there's no other army. There's no Protoss army but that Zealot.
It targets the one Ling. Oh, barely.
Misses. Yeah, the Disruptor's just not quite as good when all the units can essentially individually pull back and avoid it, right? Yeah. It's almost like it feels like a Baneling syndrome a little bit, where Banelings aren't made just because they never connect, because the bots can always pull back efficiently enough to make them pretty much worthless.
Yeah.
And that kind of seems to be the case here for the Disruptors as well. So unless you could like catch them, how would you even catch a bot unaware with the Disruptor? Like you'd have to pin them in somewhere.
They have to be somewhere they got no choice. It's a choke point and stuff like that. The other thing I think with Disruptors is, of course, when they're on cooldown, they've got no natural attack of any kind. So they're pulling back and being really very tentative. And then when they go forward, I think they probably fire at max range.
Yeah,
not understanding that the army can pull out. So they fire so that the max range is where the army is. But then that happens.
Ooh, what if you could do with that warp prism? You know, you were talking about it with Colossus. What if you could do that?
Totally
drop a Disruptor like right in the middle of things. Well, but it would die before its shot would finish, and you can't.
If they know to target fire down, so you'd have to code that in to.
It's true. They might all just scatter and run from the Disruptor. Like, oh crap, a Disruptor!
Yeah.
You know, came out of nowhere. It's breaking through. Looks like. Yeah. I think Eris should be able to take this. I was right. This was a good map for Eris here. 103 army supply to 50. negativeZero is holding on for the moment, but
I think it's just the way that he first engaged, like at this third base, is while he was always inevitably going to win the fight and push him back, the fact that he loses a base while doing it. Whereas if you engaged out on the map, then you get pushed back all the way, or like you kite back, and then you don't lose your base. So I think that it just made all the difference there that this got so delayed.
Ooh, got a roach finally there.
Because he's pushing this out, but there's no initiative to it. But these adepts are being annoying, like they're getting work done. Like he's not down and out yet, but he needs this transition point, and there comes a Stargate. So I think.
But he doesn't. Well, actually, he does have some money banked up.
He can. He can do it. He's not broke. He's got a pretty big bank. It would be nice to see a fifth base, but it's not 100% necessary.
Undersword. Look who's in the chat.
Oh, hey. What's up? How are things? Where are you at nowadays?
In case anybody didn't know, Terra. Everybody give a shout out to Terra. He is one of our production guys in the past.
Yes.
He is resurfaced from his cave or wherever he went and disappeared to for a while. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Anyway, we'll talk more about that. But we got Eris crushing through here, and Eris looks like
he's going to take this this base out yet again, and I think that's going to put the damp. Oh, also, I love this Stargate positioning. That's probably not in the best place for what he's looking for.
Actually, right at the moment, seems to be the safest because Eris is trying to push into the main wall. Now he's going to kill it.
Yeah. But
Endersword. We're gonna have this tied up yet again.
Indeed.
Oh my goodness.
That's it. They thought we were crazy going to a best of 7.
No,
But we're gonna
not
need
at
it.
all.
We're gonna
We
need
are
it.
at the point where we need it. Like
wow.
our finals are usually pretty epic like this, but this is very back and forth. This is very, very close between these two. I don't even know how to predict this anymore.
Yeah, neither am
They're
I.
both so good at reacting to just
Yeah.
weird things. It feels like they can just deal with these weird scenarios and just recover and kind of get out of them. And then here's Brewlords. Yeah, this is it. Brewlords.
Yeah, Birdlords will definitely help. And yeah, this is what he was trying to get to before when we saw that Greater Spire sniped off in one of the previous games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was huge. Yeah, those Immortals killing that Greater Spire stopped that completely. So,
Yeah.
man, this is so back and forth. Oh, Terra had a kid. No wonder he disappeared.
That's it. Well, also he's in the Ukraine.
And he's in the... Well,
That was a big part.
that's
part of
probably
it.
the bigger part of it.
Yeah, but both of those things. So
Tier
yeah, good
had
to-
it. Tier's having
good
kids.
to hear
Everyone's
that
having
you're
kids,
good.
man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Everyone's having kids.
Yeah, ProBots is a breeding ground.
I guess.
sure.
Who knew?
Yeah.
I thought people who played StarCraft didn't have relationships.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. They aren't playing StarCraft. They're building bots to play StarCraft for them. So
That's true. It replaces
way cooler than a StarCraft player.
Yeah, it is a rule. A StarCraft player with a girlfriend is in code B. No one wins.
Oh yeah, so we're very glad that you're doing well, Terra. It's good to see you here. We do miss you. All right, Broodlord's gonna seal the deal, and we're going to a tied 2-2. And again, first to 4 wins. So still need 2 more wins. Both these bots will need 2 more wins to get the title here. But wow, I really don't know who's gonna win this. I'd love to see negativeZero kind of take out the reigning champ, but it'd be cool to have Eris start taking multiple titles in a row as well. Like I'm actually really torn about who I want to win this.
Truth.
Very torn.
Yeah.
Either
that's
way,
it.
it's going to be epic.
Either get the rivalry or whatever.
Or you start the dominant where everyone's going to have to start sniping Eris to bring him down. Yeah.
Exactly.
Could go either way. All right. Well, we're going to get game number, what are we on? 5 loaded up. Yeah. We definitely need a best of 7.
I didn't have a kid. Tier had a kid. Yeah.
Endersword had bunnies. That's what.
Yes, I have bunnies. If I have a kid anywhere, it's by accident, and I'm unaware of it.
Yeah, no, I don't.
So,
dogs
so
are.
okay.
I'd rather have dogs than kids any day. Dogs for the win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're ready. Are we ready? Can we just go ahead and do it? We're gonna do it. Game 5. negativeZero versus
Negative Eris
versus 0. Let's go.
Team Eris's.
Eris.
doesn't. Yeah, I don't.
Mind me's.
I can say whatever the fuck I
We
want on
we
stream.
probably can't
NegativeZero.
Try to
impression.
censor me. See what happens.
Yeah.
No, it was Tier that had the baby, not Endersword.
Yes, not me. Not me. No.
Tier popping out babies. All right. Game numero 5. Early base out of Eris, and it looks like negativeZero is going to take that low ground. So this looks very much like the map, like the layout anyway, of the Roach Ravager attack. Or I'm sorry, not the Roach Ravager, the Ravager Rush. But this time, Eris not doing that. Eris going for just a normal build by the looks of it. Drek ate the bunny on the shelf. Yeah, probably. If he had the chance, he probably would.
He's safely. He's in his hay bucket.
Don't worry. Bunnies are safe and accounted for. Drek, we do not let Drek near our pets at all.
I actually don't know where the second one is, but he's somewhere.
Right there.
He-
He's
he's
behind you
somewhere.
to the left, too. They're both behind you to the left.
Are they?
To the left. Yeah.
Oh yes. Hi.
We can see him on camera. Yeah,
I couldn't see from my angle. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, we can see him on camera there. All right. Anyway, we are here on Berlingrad, and yeah, just a standard opening. So nothing too cheesy. I don't know. I'd like to see another rush out of Eris. I think Eris could make it work on a better map than the previous one.
Yeah, I think it would work a lot better on this because you
This
gain
map has
the
you
gain
what?
the high ground.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have that whole
And
upper
then you're
ground to
fine.
work with. Yeah.
There's also, because of this, so the other part of having a ramp just before is not just that you need the high ground, but that it gives you a single direction. And one of a bot's best abilities is like spreading out. So when -0 comes out to poke at you, the fact that you can go back, left, or right basically makes it a lot harder for them to chase and pin you down. So you shouldn't lose any units, really. Like if you're the Ravager and Zealots are poking at you. Whereas if you're doing it at the edge of the ramp, they can always come out and grab like a swipe or two before you get back.
For sure.
So, but I mean, that's not what he's doing anyway, so it's a moot point.
Nope, we're just gonna have our standard little adept harass into Robo facility, and yeah, Eris is just gonna start macroing up, and yeah, I think now it's gonna be a little bit on -0, I think, to make something happen, because this is Eris's comfort zone, doing the macro build, doing the nice, slow, steady, wait for -0 to push out and do something, and then just crush it and swat it down, or whatever the case may be. So I don't know. We'll see if -0 can make these little Colossus pushes work on this map here. I'm not a huge fan of it on this map, honestly. There's a lot of open space on this map.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna work nearly as well. Like there's some ramps, but even the ramps seem pretty big and wide open compared to other maps. I don't know about those Colossus this time.
Yeah, see how it does go. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see him make a quicker move into the Tempest thing, because that's where he really kind of started to like much more stable push, because you can't poke back at the Tempest at all if you don't have the air to do it. He also got it's hard to plan it, but things like Immortals getting in behind enemy lines and then start to pick off like buildings and stuff it's something that you're not going to be able to like pre-plan that's going to happen.
Yeah, you kind of almost have to stumble into it,
really
huh?
well.
Yeah, no, it'd be nice if -0 could do that again. On this map, though, yeah, the tech will not be exposed, I don't think, like that. Unless he builds his Greater Spire way down past the 3rd or something, but we'll see if we even get to that point. Colossus range on the way, burrow on the way for the Zerg, so workers will be safe as they can burrow from these adepts, which they haven't done anything yet, just the scouting adept. Oh, here actually comes a couple more. He's trying to get a little work done here in the natural.
That's a shame then. So mind me saying that -0 only builds the Tempest in response to the Vipers.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, it would be nice to see those more
just
proactive.
work into the build, yeah.
Yeah.
Colossus straight into Tempest.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get a good defensive position to hold off the Zerg for a while, you can easily get up into that little composition and make something happen with it. It's a very specialty army at that point.
Yeah.
Well, Eris is getting a 4th base now, starting to take off economically. Ooh, nice. Gets actually a worker there. Adept getting a kill. I didn't expect that. Usually we see Eris pull workers away, I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, often does.
Maybe
or
not.
often
Maybe
goes
new update.
often goes for just the burrow and stuff too.
Yeah, well, it was Burrow just finished, I think. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it wasn't done yet.
Yeah.
Ooh, shades out of there. Well, and I think they only burrow when there's 2 adepts, I think.
Oh yeah, that
one
may be
adept
the
isn't
case
seen as
to
a threat as
stop
much.
them.
Yeah, because they can't one-shot. But anytime I saw 2 adepts, they were all burrowing. Yeah, here they don't care.
Yeah, burrow once damaged the one that was going to take the second shot. Burrow.
Oh, did it, bro? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That makes sense because it was already hit once.
Ooh, negativeZero's. I don't know about this engagement. Pushing up
Yeah.
a ramp on creep. Obviously, the Colossus range is going to help, but there's just nothing here.
Yeah, backing off.
This is all going to die.
Yeah, he's going to avoid the last hit. So far, he's been good at doing so, but yeah.
There go the Stalkers. The Colossus could live if it just goes around and gets the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. So barely gets that Colossus out of there. Barely.
Yeah, he's been doing a really good job of keeping those alive, unless they literally get trapped on the wrong side
Yeah.
of the army.
It seems to be happening every game at least once. Like
Yeah.
with a Colossus, they keep getting separated.
Yeah, they do their own thing. They've got to be probably one of the harder units to deal with the pathing on, because they can go up and down the cliffs, but they're not air units. So they can't go anywhere, but they can go places that other units cannot go.
Well, it's kind of like a Reaper.
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of like a Reaper. Yeah.
Similar pathing, I would imagine.
Yeah.
All right, here comes a big
here comes
roach
a big
push.
push.
This is
There's
a
not-
big push.
Yeah, there's not a lot here for negativeZero at all.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might be the killing blow here. 2 Colossus are going to kite for their lives with that Immortal, but oh man, Eris is just in that spot now where production is
He
off.
needs an obs. Needs an obs to be here. He's going to lose the third. That was the key, was if he could distract enough to keep the third alive, but he's not going to be able to.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that would be really nice on those burrowed roaches.
Yeah.
That almost hit that one burrowed roach.
Oh, he gets split away here too, backing up behind the wall.
It's kind of good. It's pulling some
Yeah,
of the army
it'll
away,
work.
so it's not tearing down the wall. So it
Yeah.
does help a little. I don't know if it's enough though. There's so much Zerg here.
There's a lot.
127 army supply to 42.
Yeah, a lot. And then the burrows are really, really helping. Detection's here. That's going to help now.
The wall's getting torn down. That's just going to open this up for more attacks, more roaches on the way. It's just this ball barely seems to be getting smaller because it's just getting
he's
constantly
gonna-
replenished.
I think he'll hold when these 2 Immortals come out. I don't think he's going to get overrun, but it's a lot of damage.
Oh yeah,
Even the cyber core going down. And there's another disruptor coming.
Oh, no. Everybody hide.
Yeah.
No, they've been doing a little bit better in these recent. It was just that one first game he was using them where they're shooting workers and stuff. So,
Yeah.
a little out of hand, but all right, yeah, I think you're right. He actually will push this back. negativeZero barely holds, but yeah, it's just with the third base dead and all the losses taken, all the basically how slowed down negativeZero has now been.
I don't even know what that one was shooting at.
Oh, I missed it.
There were just no units anywhere, and yeah, it was just firing at nothing.
Wait, how are you starting a flank with
I don't
no
know,
army
it just-
there? Oh wait,
it
here we
just
go.
Thinks, yeah, it's gonna do it.
Oh no, you can kind of see it. So see the
Yeah.
units are kind of split up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so he is trying to flank.
Yeah,
He's really trying to flank. Oh, he actually might get it if negativeZero goes right into this.
Yeah.
All right, now is where the flank would happen. Go, go, go.
he's on kind of 3 sides here now too. He's,
Go, go, go. He's doing it. He's doing it. Oh, he abandoned. That's threat at base detect. Well, it's funny because
He's
that's
sending
what-
a banner, but he's doing it. Yeah,
well, that's it. It's like that's where you need to attack for
Yeah.
the flank is to go towards
Yeah.
the base. So it
Yeah.
does end up working out in the end.
yeah.
That's funny. Well, actually, Colossus is still alive on the high ground here.
Yeah, one live, but he's going back after this third. It's not going to get reestablished, and the 4 Immortals there without a lot paying attention to them is pretty good.
Has any bot ever won 3 ProBots in a row?
3 in a row? I don't think
I think
so.
Micro Machines run 2 in a row, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we've had. Let me just look. I've still got it open.
Yeah, with Liquipedia.
We've actually never had anyone even win 2 in a row.
We've never even had a 2 in a row win? No, surely Micro Machine or somebody's won
We
2.
have Micro Machine, has always won with space in between, and same with Eris. Eris, then negativeZero, then Eris again. So this would be the first.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
somebody updated, thank you, whoever updated Liquipedia with 2022 Season 1.
Yeah, we still need season. Yeah,
Well, this is Season 2.
this is season 2. Yeah, I know.
Can't
but,
update it.
but it's not. Yeah, well, you can update like as it's going on.
Yeah,
like, you know, right?
That's
So
too much.
that could be there. So someone could do that at the end. But yeah, we've had HJax, DimitriBot, Micro Machine, Sharpened Edge, Micro Machine again, Tier, Spiny, Ketrak, Tier, Eris, negativeZero, Eris.
Wow, yeah, so this, if Eris wins this, then that is our first 2 victories in a row, and I think it gives Eris the most ProBots wins.
Yeah.
Of anybody, yeah, because Micro Machine has 2 victories, Tier has 2
Yeah, it's
victories,
Yeah.
And that's it. So, and Eris has 2 victories. So Eris would be the most winning bot if Eris wins this. And if negativeZero wins, then we'll have another 2-time champion.
Yeah, true.
Oh, ooh, man, there's a lot on the line here for both these bots. Whew. All right, Eris is going to take game 5, putting her in a 1-win scenario, which is a little scary. negativeZero had a lot of traction there in game 2 and 3, but seems to be losing the pace here. Needs to make something happen.
Yeah, I think it's about keeping things on Eris's side of the map, because you can see that the army that negativeZero is building can kill off and like just by attrition take down the Zerg army. But if you're doing that at your own third, you lose your third while you're doing it. So it just puts you behind enough that it doesn't matter. So needs to kind of do that on either in the middle of the map or on Eris's side. Ideally on Eris's side.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
But it's certainly harder to do on creep as well. So
yeah. Well, it seems that like that's where Tyr has definitely had more success is when he can get that, just get a little traction on Eris's side of the map and just keep it going. All right, well, we're gonna get
for the $2 Red Russian.
Thank you.
The Red Russian.
Thank you for the money. Appreciate it. Yes, everything does go straight into ProBots and all the other content that we produce here. So every support helps. Thank you. And do check out our Crown Club if you're looking for more ways to support. You get artwork if you're in the Crown Club. We're going to be handing that out very soon after the show wraps up here. That'll be available in your, what is it called? Patreon. And yeah, thank you all for the support. All right, we got our game ready. We'll see here if Eris can seal the deal and take a 3rd ProBots title. The first bot to do so, or if negativeZero can give me my ace match. We'll see what happens here. Game 6. Let's go.
Equal, I guess.
Because we didn't do a
Team
3rd, 4th place
Eris.
match.
Yeah, it would have to just be equal.
Eris.
Mind me's.
negativeZero.
Yeah, with this new form, what is going on there? Look at that probe. It was like surf. The little clicks were just moving so gracefully. What was I just gonna say? What was I just talking?
You just said with something and then stopped.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Distracted me to the point where it just wiped my memory. All right, so winner gets $100. Second place gets $50, right? And then 3rd and 4th. Oh yeah, I was saying with the new format, the 3rd and 4th place match, or the 3rd.
Yeah, are tied.
I did.
So
it's tied. But would imagine equal prize money for those two. And 3rd and 4th can go. Yeah, I might as well shout them out here. 3rd and 4th place, Evil Zoe and Micro Machine. So Micro Machine getting into that top 4 yet again, showing he's still got game. But congratulations to those two. And then this will decide our 1st and 2nd place prizes. So okay, here we are on Blackburn. negativeZero needs to win here because I want an ace match more than anything in the world right now. Understood.
Indeed. Me too. Me too. It would be cool.
That would be cool.
It would definitely justify the whole best of 7 in our entire format.
Does Drek not listen to us when we're casting here?
I don't think so. I noticed that too. He's just realizing Tara's here. That was like half an hour ago, man.
Ah, damn it, Drek. What kind of production? What kind of manager is he? He's not even watching the show. No, I'm just kidding. He's making sure everything runs smooth. He's watching that bit rate closely and making sure everything goes good. All right, negativeZero is going to get. I'm predicting here. He's going to kill 30 Zerglings with 1 Colossus.
Like
30 roaches, maybe 30 units. That's my guess.
30, yeah.
1 Colossus is going to get at least 30 kills, and that is what's going to win him the game.
Okay, it is an interesting one. I mentioned this map earlier of like the double bottom spawn single lane, and that may very much work in his favor. I think it depends a little. Does negativeZero take the top base as the 3rd or the closer one? and I hope he takes the top one.
Well,
then,
so negativeZero needs to have 4 bases, it feels like.
it definitely needs
really
that.
go.
It just needs the third to live.
That's true. Yeah, you got to get the third and hold it. That's true.
Yeah.
But then after that, negativeZero, I feel like will need a 4th.
Yes, absolutely.
So I feel like both those bases will end up being tickets. But yeah, I guess to your point, if he takes the third on the north side, goes straight up, he's going to be able to hold that a lot more effectively. And then by the time he gets his 4th, he'll have the proper force to be able to hold that. But yeah, if he gets his 3rd towards the Zerg, then it very easily could just
it means he's got to be really, really forward. Yeah, exactly.
Really exposed, like in the last matchup, for sure. Okay, yeah, I could see it. Okay, I see that. I'm with you. I'm with you here. Ooh, Adept getting some damage. Doesn't quite get a kill. But he's causing some havoc. All right, really early robo thing coming down. Ooh, everybody just kind of sit back, relax, hold your breath, and let's see if negativeZero can do this. It's really gonna. It's been coming down to the execution. It feels like each time. Their builds are both good. They both have really solid builds, and can get into those later game scenarios. But it really just kind of depends how the engagements go. Yeah, even though it's been the same build, it won 2 times, so it can absolutely win a 3rd time.
Yeah, it's really. It kind of feels when the 2 bots are doing like the same thing, and of course it's on different maps. It's like you just let go of 2 balls on like a curved surface, and then they
like
go
marble
where they
race.
go. Yeah,
You
it's
drop
exactly
marble.
like the marble. Yeah, the marble races of like just they all start and it's chaotic. The small things that make a giant difference.
Yeah,
And you can kind of predict like
the butterfly effect, right?
yeah, and it looks like he is going to take the upper third. There's a unit there, at least. That I think that's what he's going to do. Although I don't know what that is. I was assuming it's a probe. It's not. But yeah, you can kind of be like, okay, well, if this has to go downhill and this is through this route instead of this route, then I think the Colossus will drift in this direction and blah, blah, blah. So you can kind of try and play it out. But yeah, always the smallest things will adjust what happens.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
All builds on each other.
Yeah.
All right, well, 2 Adepts now coming in. If they can get into a mineral line, that's always good. They can, force the burrow and force some lost mine time. Is burrow done? I wasn't like,
I didn't notice. It might, maybe. No.
Oh, no burrow? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there it is.
yeah.
There it is.
That's what I see.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's weird. No burrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, he could get it if he can get into a mineral line. That'd be nice. But no, they get pushed away. Colossus range is done. Well, almost.
Okay.
Wait for it.
Now?
Now it's done.
Yeah.
So now, with the second Colossus popping out, I think would be the good time to start the pressure, right? Army supplies.
Yeah, that's kind of what he's done. Is the
Stop
2
before.
Colossus push.
Yeah.
And
Oh, actually, I would love it if negativeZero took his 4th, like Eris is taking it. Just keep going. north.
up. Yeah.
That would be, I think, ideal.
Yeah.
Let's hope he does that, because he'll be able to defend that so much easier if he just has that one middle path to hold without a base there that will keep getting killed. We'll see here. We'll see what he chooses to do. So far, so good, though. He's holding that 3rd. He's got that 3rd up and running. He's got negativeZero's upgrades.
Oh, I like this potential angle of attack here coming from the top.
Ooh, I do like this. If you could get behind that mineral line, we've seen a lot of success there. It's so hard to defend that because you have to go all the way around to defend it. But instead, he's just actually going to poke right up.
Yeah, is he going to see that base? I don't know if he's aware of it.
Oh, he doesn't care. Yeah, he's just going straight for the 3rd. Well, it's still good if he can take a good engagement on the top of the ramp here, maybe.
Yeah, it's a good angle to be attacking down.
Oh no, but the army gets split up again.
Yeah. But I think it's fine because you can't really chase him up there.
No.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Just the poke, and again, it just keeps him at bay, and so nothing is coming across and attacking yet for Eris. It's been about, in the past games, it's been about 120 army supply where Eris has been attacking, which is basically max supply, so that makes sense. So I expect it soon, but so far nothing's really laid too much of a finger on negativeZero. He's got the build he's got is the build he's wanted, and here comes the attack.
Oh, and a big attack it is. And another one of Eris's very large Roach Ravager death balls here with +2 attack, or +1 attack finishing right on time. It looks like, oh, almost, wait for it.
Yeah,
Wait for it.
It's a really good initial engagement here.
There, okay, now it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this is about as good as negativeZero could hope for.
Yeah,
As far as
it's the chokiest thing in the world.
Oh my god, it's all super.
It's just a meat grinder. Yeah.
One disruptor. That's all. One good disruptor shot is all you need right here.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any, obviously.
Okay, losing the cyber is annoying, but it's fine.
Oh, he's got to keep that third. That third is what's critical. If he
Yeah.
can stop this force, and as long as it keeps coming up into the natural here, and then cleans this up, and then go save his third,
He's crushed it. Yeah, I think he's
gotta-
just crushed it. He's gonna lose workers up there because there's roaches.
Yeah,
up
they're
there.
actually barely
But-
poking.
But that's fine. Yeah, he just can't lose the Nexus itself.
Yeah, no, this is super going to be held, and negativeZero will retain that third base, and that's huge. That really is. This is like the tipping point. If Eris kills that third, it's pretty much over. negativeZero just can't come back.
Yeah.
That's how it's been so far, anyway. But with
Yeah.
+2 attack done and +3 on the way for our Protoss, things are actually starting to shape up. He could make this happen, Endersword.
Yeah, could indeed.
At 4th soon, though.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's got to take a 4th.
Wow, yeah, look at these grades.
Yeah, that's,
Wow,
yeah,
only
crazy.
275 gas lost for negativeZero. That's insane. He's lost what, 1 immortal and a stalker or something, or like
Yeah,
2 immortal-
three stalkers, no immortals at all, and then some adepts. So,
What's the? Oh, okay. Oh, is that?
yeah,
Adept?
yeah.
Oh, I wasn't looking.
Um,
He hasn't lost any
yeah.
immortal.
no immortal, no Colossus dead.
Oh, he lost 1 in the fight there. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is not as good as a position, but I think the immortals. No, actually, they need to get the hell out of there. No. Oh, wait.
No, he's fine with
gotta
the
hold-
Colossus. How supporting him here? He's fine, totally.
Wow. Yeah, that actually went way better than I thought it would. I thought for sure he'd lose an immortal there, but
Yeah.
no.
Now I don't like this. This is a trap.
It's a drop.
Don't go down there.
So, do you heal slower in the slow zone?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't think so. It looked like they were healing at about the same rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Good
think
question.
right. I think it just affects movement and attack speed.
I think it affects build speed, but I'm not sure.
Does it? Because if it affects
think-
build speed, then it should affect
Then
regen
it should affect, yeah.
speed, right? Like
Okay,
shield
the
regen.
lings here are now at sudden change, and given that they're separated from the Colossus, the Immortals are now going to die.
Yeah, what
that's,
was that? Negative Zero's army just got super separated there.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, actually, okay. So here's a good spot. Little slow zone. Get a few free shots with the Colossus. That's helpful.
Yeah.
Ooh, but
Yeah,
he
like
needs
the
to get out of
lings.
there.
Yeah, the lings suck the moment the Colossus are there, but when it was just them and Immortals, they're super good.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, really nice moves out of Eris. Some nice, nice switch up, getting that little wave of Zerglings was a really good call. Now I wonder if he built those, because now he's not building any. Was it simply because the Immortals got a little bit by themselves on creep and recognized, counter to that is just Zerglings, you know?
That's possible, yeah. I don't know, because, yeah, you're right. He didn't do that.
Now he's
so
not
much
building any more
previous
lanes. Yeah.
game. Yeah.
It did feel, it felt very intentional to deal with those
Yeah.
Immortals, essentially. Hydra's now out, though, but they need to be careful. Not a lot of support for them just yet. Those Colossus, though. Oh, are we at 30 kills? Let me see. Click on those Colossus before they die.
I bet they are, especially with the lings.
32,
32,
41.
41. Yeah, the lings pushed it definitely over.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was like 20 kills there.
Yeah.
But they're still poking. They're being a little bit of a nuisance here.
Yeah.
Eris doesn't quite know how to deal with them just yet. Oh,
I don't know that as good as this has been for Eris or for negativeZero. I don't know. It's falling. Yeah.
It's what? It's falling.
It's kind of just falling in, like.
Oh, now it's falling apart. Yeah. Oh my God, he keeps that one Colossus alive. Yeah, this is a great spot though for it. Like the Zerg
Good
is
immortal
just
flank.
Slow zones and can't catch the Colossus. Ooh.
Yeah, really good immortal flank here. I don't know what's in that one dropper lord.
Was there something in it?
There's if for a number of games, there's been one dropper lord wandering around with one unit in it.
Maybe it's Baneling. Did he build the Baneling for?
I don't think he built the Baneling nest.
Where'd it go? Where'd that dropper
I
lord
don't
go?
know what the hell it is. I probably died to the. I don't know where it is. Yeah.
Anyway. negativeZero is taking the whole top right of the map now, so that is huge.
Okay.
Now he can really start to take. I think he's actually done it.
Yeah, he's broken through. It looked like it was collapsing. Then we got a really good immortal flank from the top.
Yeah,
that just dropped things.
Was great.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God.
we've got this move into Hydras, but Hydras are like pretty bad.
Here come the disruptors to ruin everything, though.
Yeah.
He almost shot like 3 of his own immortals with a disruptor.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's broken through here.
Yeah.
It looked like he was about on the verge of collapse, but then just kind of crushed through the slow zone.
Oh, in the Dropper Lord, it's a queen that builds tumors.
Nice. Yeah,
Oh, that's
okay.
cool. We need to watch that more. I have not seen that happen.
I've noticed it, but I haven't seen it doing any. Like, I've just seen it wandering around.
That's
And
epic.
so that makes a lot of sense.
You can go over, you can go over like cliffs and stuff, and just move around. That's really cool. You just move your queen around to spread creep with an overlord. Awesome. All right,
One
-0.
Colossus. What's this Colossus up to now, and how many hit points is it at?
57. Oh, 7.
4 hit points, 78
70.
kills.
Oh my god. Yeah, I called it Hero Colossus. I was wrong with the number of kills.
Oh,
but...
there's an infestor flanking it.
Oh no! Don't
No,
you kill my
it
Colossus.
It
He's the only
retreated.
one left.
It retreated.
That's my Hero Colossus, man.
No, this is amazing. It kind of it started out the way I was kind of thinking, and then it got really dicey, and then recongealed in the right way.
Stabilized, recongealed. I like it. No, that was I definitely was a little worried there for a moment for -0 as he lost that one Colossus as it started getting
and there's
separated.
Tempests are now being added on here as
Tempests
well.
are here. Yeah, no, this is -0's game. That's so funny how we're to an ace match now. I just love how they both get to that kind of late game scenario where if he's building Tempests, it's pretty much won. If -0 is building, Broodlords, he's pretty much won. Or if Eris is building Broodlords, he's pretty much won.
She's won,
Or she's won.
Crazy. Yeah, I definitely I knew it would be close. I knew it wasn't going to be a sweep, but I didn't really think we were going to go to an ace match today, but that's what we're getting.
I got my fucking ace match.
You did.
I've waited all season for this, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. I can't. Is this real? Am I dreaming? Pinch me. I'm dreaming. A best of 7 grand finals going to the ace match is just always our dream scenario here.
That's it.
And to have it be this back and forth is just so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
Awesome.
7 cards and an ace on the river.
All right, we're not even going to wait anymore. We're going to go check out this dog in game that's staring at their. What are those like hands or something?
Lycanthropes.
I can't remember what they're called. Yeah. Anyway, we are ready for our final game of the night. Thank you all once again for being here. This has been an epic grand finals, a really phenomenal show match between the humans and bots. So again, thank you everybody for watching, for submitting replays. Thank you to our bot authors. Thank you for production, but let's go ahead and get into this final game of Season 2 and see who's going to be our Season 2 champion. Will it be Eris, who takes a 3rd title, or will -0 take his 2nd and join the ranks of the elite? There'd be four bots with 2 wins then. All right, let's go ahead and dive into Game 7 here on ProBots. This is what I wanted.
Rigged.
Team Eris's.
This is actually the 27th game we played.
Eris.
Mind me's.
-0.
All right. No, I definitely did not think this would be one-sided, but I thought it would be a little bit more of a sweep than this. I definitely did not predict it to be this epically close.
All right. Now this is going to be super interesting. So one,
Oh God, what is it?
we've already played this map. But
Oh yeah, we have.
So this is a replay because we don't.
Because we only have.
Yeah, we don't have
5
7
maps?
maps at work.
I think we only have 5, right?
So, but what's super interesting here is Eris is going to do a different build. Not only a different build, I think it might try the Ravager build again, which is the one that I said I thought would work on this map.
You're right, because this has the more open high ground. Oh my God, Endersword.
Yeah.
Did you just predict the future?
I might have, but let's see if it works. Let's see if this is better for it. So he does note that it was
God,
scouted.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
This is
so
awesome.
My thinking here is that because the high ground is there and more open, and because there are multiple paths to retreat to, it's going to be harder for -0 to poke out against this, and you're not going to require any Overlord support to spot for you.
Well, and he
So
doesn't
that's
have
the
the
thing.
advantage of the high ground either this time. And yeah, the Overlord
Exactly.
negates
Yeah.
that, but Ravagers still have to go up that ramp in that choke a little bit to get their shots off.
Yeah.
Here, not so much.
And here it's not. The ramps are far
Oh.
enough back that he can do it, and then
Oh, man.
he can pull back in kind of a 270 degrees.
Oh man. I am a little bit worried for -0, but I still think he can hold this rush. He has solid defense. Look at that good dog just jump. -0 has really good defense. 2 shield batteries on the way. He scouted it, Anderson. He not this specifically.
He definitely knows, and
aggressive.
again, he had this sort of response before when he saw that there was going to be a rush,
Beats
a
on
massively delayed Nexus, and
Yep.
this stuff, which is all the
Battery.
right.
Did he ever get 2
basically the right
batteries?
thing to do.
I don't think he got batteries last
I think he
Did
did. It just there was one. This is a much more symmetrical thing. There was one before where you had it way back.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Right by the Nexus. Yeah.
Okay, you're right. But this is a great setup defensively, and it's a great place to attack offensively. So
Yeah.
this could go either way. Let it begin here. Let the dance begin.
Yeah.
Stalkers need to be careful that they don't get
Yeah.
too far away from those batteries, though. Stay kind of near your wall. Oh God, he already
Yeah.
lost the Stalker.
Yeah,
oh, but
so this
he's gonna
is
get a
kind
Ravager.
of this is kind of what I was saying here.
As long as you're
So
trading.
it's a lot harder to come out and get these without because
Taking
there's
shots,
no ramp
yeah.
helping it. Yeah.
Oh no, come on, Stalkers, start shooting. Start shooting. Come on. There we go. Yeah, as long as he can kind of trade 1 for 1 here, -0 should be in a relatively decent spot.
Something I don't love is that the Ravagers are being really aggressive against the units. They should be.
Well, it's what they were doing in the ramp. They were pushing up the
Yeah.
ramp and into
Yeah,
the
I
main
know.
when they should have just been sitting back fighting.
Yeah,
Oh no!
Exactly. Yeah.
Couldn't
So
stop
he's
2 of 'em.
making. This is a problem. I assumed that behavior was because of the ramp. It's not. They're coded to do this.
They're
and this is
trying
a
to be
problem.
aggressive and get
Yeah.
into the base essentially.
It's a
Well,
problem.
they're kind of forced
Yeah.
because they're trying to get their shots off, but -0 is pulling back. So
Yeah, but they shouldn't be attacking units at all.
They should
They
be
should
just hitting the wall.
only be hitting the wall.
And if a unit comes out, then yeah, go ahead and kite
Yeah,
back.
then whack it. But they should not be chasing a zealot into the
Right.
base. Like
The wall
yeah.
should be the end. Attack
Yeah.
the wall. Once the wall's dead,
Yeah,
then keep
because
it
like
going.
look at this
Yeah.
engagement. This is a million times better than
Oh,
trying
so
to
much better.
run in there. So, but yeah, like now look at this.
Oh no! What are you? No,
What are you
where
doing? Yeah, what are you doing?
What's he doing? He just like skated in there. He was like floating.
Because if you did that, then you'd eventually be accumulating like 8 Ravagers up front, and you'd be like one-shotting the batteries.
Oh yeah, no. If he had 8 Ravagers right now, this is game over. -0 would just crumple to the bile. Like
Yeah.
it would tear down the wall, and then all of a sudden the Ravagers could push in and start killing all that stuff. But now that he's lost so many, -0 has
Yeah.
a pretty good chance, I think.
Yeah, I think this is completely turned now. He's even getting charge on the Zealots, which I think is going to negate the kiting entirely, which he's already really not doing a great job kiting. He's letting the hits happen anyway. But but the aggression is totally off, and I think it was he just threw like why Ravagers are walking through the wall. The whole point of doing this build is that you camp on the outside and you siege them.
Yeah.
And he just tossed that away, unfortunately.
Oh man, more Ravagers going down. That's not good. Well, it's not good for Eris. It's great for -0. -0. I think -0 can just hold Ravager rushes. I think he's just got a solid Ravager rush defense, and
I think he does, but I also just I don't know.
I don't know, even if it was executed better, I think -0 could still, because he is still poking out and forcing the Ravagers back and stuff. He's not being super passive and just letting him tear down his wall. So I don't know. I think
it's more that you can't kind of stop them because they should be able to kite back, and if you chase them, you're going to get shot. But if you chase them and feint back, fall back to your wall, then they'll step forward and take another volley. That's supposed to be the game.
So what you can do, you can go play against -0 yourself.
Yes, you can.
And try it.
Yeah.
This is not you, just anybody. This is just
anybody can. Yeah.
Go try and see if
I
you
wonder
can
if it
beat
does that.
-0 with a Ravager rush. And I'm curious to see how easy or difficult it is.
Yeah.
Because right now he's holding it like a boss. This is held. He has held this Ravager rush. Consolation prize is a romantic dinner with Drek. Sure. I can promise that.
There you go. You got to talk to Phil. You got to talk
Yeah,
to
talk
Phil.
to Phil.
We
I'm
need
sure
his.
Phil will be fine with
We
it.
need
too.
his permission. Yeah.
As long as you give Phil some food too, he's fine. Just give him a side plate and send him off and let him watch TV. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Eris is now on the defense with no
Yeah.
second base and no more workers. I think we might have
I think we
our
do.
season 2 victor.
I think we do.
I think we do. There's more
Yeah.
units coming across. No need to speed up here. Let it play out.
Let it
Let's
play.
Watch.
Yeah.
Let us watch negativeZero earn his win and earn his second ProBots title to join the ranks of Micro Machine, Tier, and now Eris.
Indeed.
with
So
2
Drekken
wins.
is calling attention to his own prediction bracket, of course.
Yeah.
So oddly, but despite picking the winner, I actually don't think he won.
Oh yeah, that's it. Because you get points for your predictions throughout the thing. Actually, I'm gonna pull that up and take a look here while
He's
we're
got-
watching the win here.
Yeah, his score potential, even with the win, was only 10, and there's already 2 people that had 12.
Yeah, I know you already lose that. But
I
he
already have 11. So
he
yeah,
did predict the correct winner, though. So congratulations,
predict the winner.
Drexama,
Yeah.
on rigging ProBot Season 2 and being the only person to predict the
Yeah.
winner.
exactly.
So, congrats.
But I almost have to give. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Understood? You got a what?
What?
You gotta give it.
Oh
what?
yeah, I wanted to give credit to Rasper, of course, who did the anti-pick again and managed to get through the final bracket with only 1 point.
Nice. Well done, Rasper, with the lowest
Yeah.
score. That's awesome. So yeah, that is it. negativeZero is going to kill these final buildings and take the win and take Season 2 2022's ProBots Champion title.
Indeed.
Nicely
Congrats.
done. Congratulations,
Team Eris.
mind me. And yeah, seriously,
Team
congratulations.
Eris, yeah, it's my me
Team
and
Eris.
Paul.
Well, yeah, it's
We keep saying Paul, but Paul was the bot's name. I forget.
yeah.
Yeah.
Paul and Rasper.
Paul, yeah.
Paul.
Well,
didn't
no,
Paul
but
have
it's
the
not. Paul.
breaker?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Paul was Paul. Oh, I don't code this game. That's his.
I don't code this game
Yeah.
as the player's name. Yeah. or
There
the
you go.
Person's name.
Whatever. Team Eris.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, good job, Team Eris. You still have the scariest Zergbot out there,
Yeah.
and still #1 on that AI arena ladder. But oh man, look at these sexy blinks. Oh,
Yeah.
what a win! It's Saber
this-
behind me.
Is
Savor
this
it
slowed
all.
down now? Did we
It
just
is.
put?
We're just
yeah.
taking it in. Zoom in on that extractor. I want to watch it blow up in slow mo.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. That's fine.
Kablamo.
Woo! Everybody, give
stuff.
negativeZero and Author Mind Me a round of applause. That was a well-earned win, and not an easy win
No.
at all.
No,
that
no.
was
Toughest
probably
one.
of the toughest wins that he's had to take.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have had. Weirdly, it's not the first 4-3 that we've ever had, but it is. Actually, we've had.
Did Mind Me
actually,
end?
Actually, it's the third.
Did Mind Me also win the prediction brackets too?
Yes,
up-
I
he-
think
he
I think tied for first. Yeah, tied for
Yeah,
first.
tied for
was-
first with
was
Soup
Soup
Catcher.
Catcher.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So good job. This was a good season for Mind Me. Winning the tournament, winning the prediction bracket, taking the title. Good stuff. This was awesome. Seriously, shout out to all of the authors this season. You gave us some incredible bots and some incredible games, and one of the best finals to date. I got my finals ace match. I can go die happy now. Or we can let the robots take over
Indeed.
happily now. I'm okay with it. Rather. All right, good stuff. Thank you, Endersword, for being here and for doing such a good job.
Of course.
Are we gonna have Ketrock join us for one quick little goodbye here? Let's bring Ketrock back in.
Is he still here?
He's still here. He just showed back up.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, seriously, big shout out to all the authors. Let's shout out to Kaowin, our production guy, getting the humans versus bots show match working and tracking. He's been the one hounding the authors to make sure that they get everything submitted and doing all the posts and everything. And good job, Kaiser and Laddie doing our production, and Drexama as well running the show. So big shout out to all of them. And there's Ketrock. He's back. What'd you think of the finals there, Ketrock? Pretty good stuff, huh?
Would never have predicted that. Yeah, that was an
Right?
amazing finals. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we could have rigged it better, honestly. Like if we had
Yeah.
tried to rig it, it would not have even been that good.
It wouldn't have made sense because the build orders had to be in the order
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
in for it to play out that way. It's really good.
Yeah, choose your GG. Do you like number 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the poll?
Mhm.
But no, it was a great season, and I'm super excited for next season. We'll of course be announcing that in a few weeks or a month or whatever. But it usually takes place around November. So join the forum to stay up to date with that. And again, download all these bots. Go play against Ketrock bot, play against negativeZero, against Eris, Tier, Micro Machine. They're all available for you to download and play against. And they're great training partners at this point. Like they're really, really tough to beat. Like they're really good practice partners if you're in gold to masters range. You know, they're great.
Yeah, particularly if you want to practice like your multitasking and stuff. They will attack on 7 different screens at a time.
Of all the bots today that played against the humans, I think Ketrock bot did the best. I think he gave the best performance.
Yeah, that one looked really good. Yeah,
really good. Do you think? What do you think, Ketrock? Do you think he could take on a Grandmaster, or is still a little out of reach?
My bots versus Protoss is definitely poor, but yeah, I mean, I think a lot of bots, as long as they get to the point of the game where they excel, it can definitely take on Grandmasters.
I think that's it.
They do have a lot of weaknesses too. You gotta.
Yeah, you have to put the caveat in that you're not just straight up cheesing or exploiting. Like a straight up game, it becomes very difficult versus a lot of these.
Yeah.
Well, I made adjustments for that now. Like, I expanded a lot later. I take my natural base a lot later, so I'm safer against all ins. And it puts me a little bit behind, but who cares? Because once I make it to the mid game, my bot kind of just takes over on its crazy macro. So
that was great. Nice. Seriously good stuff. So yeah, again, go download the bots. If you're in the Crown Club, go download your artwork very soon. It will be available on the Patreon page as a thank you. And it's there now. Go download it right now. Get that artwork. And we'll, of course, be doing more extra content for you all next season once that kicks off. So thank you all for your support so much. It really does help a lot. And yeah, without you guys, this just wouldn't be possible. So that's it. We did it. Thank you all for watching ProBots Season 2 of 2022. And again, big shout out and congratulations to MindMe and his bot negativeZero taking the win. And I look so forward to seeing all these bots coming back. So yeah, the top 4 bots will all be offered a place in next season. And then the top 12 bots from the AI Arena ladder after that will all qualify for Season 3, which will again be taking place sometime around November. So just join the forum so you can stay up to date with that. All right. Any last words, gentlemen, before we head out of here?
Great season.
Great season. Yeah, again, they just get better every season.
It really does. I know we say that every time, but it really does feel like every season
true.
Gotten better. Yeah. So when are we gonna peak? We just keep going up.
Just never, man. We peak like when Skynet actually happens. We'll know that.
Yeah, when the world ends, we will have peaked.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. Loved having you all here. And we'll see you again next season. But check out ESChamp ESChamp's YouTube page. We have ESChamp ProBots if you want more ProBots clips and content. But we also have our normal ESChamp channel right here where you can watch tutorials and interviews with pros and things like that. Drexama does a lot of behind the scenes and extra content in between seasons. So definitely follow the page if you liked what you saw. Give us that little thumbs up if you forgot to do so more people can come and watch this as well. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for being here, everybody. We'll see you all next season. Have a good night. And bye. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.